File. Okay, so I'm gonna explain how this community art showcase thing works here. All right. Here's how it gonna be. Here's how it gonna be, fam. Oh, you're fuzzy and happy. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. Yo, it's nice to see you back. How you doing? Hey, little Sky Rose. How are you today? Welcome on in. I hope everybody's having a wonderful heckin' weekend. A wonderful weekend. All right, so this is gonna work this way. So I'm gonna show. This music's putting me asleep. Is this music putting you guys to sleep? This is making me really sleepy. This is way too sleepy music. I can't. We need something less sleepy. This is like ultra sleepy zone. There we go. Let's put on some study lounge jams. All right. What did just happen? What the hell just happened? I'm sorry. Hold on. There's a gigantic. Krita just opened and just took up my entire monitor. All three of my monitors at once. That was really confusing. I closed it. Okay. Hey, Angelus, how you doing? Welcome on in. Oh, you're having a good day off. That's awesome. I'm really glad. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up work on the screen here, made by members of the community. And if you see on your screen, this little thing that says critique requested, that means that the artist has requested. Oh my God, I can't talk. Hey, enjoy your restaurant meal. I'm gonna try and be here for you. He's right on. Okay, if you see that little thing up there in the corner, that means that the artist has requested critique, and it is totally okay in the chat to jump on in and give some critique. Remember, we try and keep critique constructive and encouraging. So a good critique would be, hey, Miles, nice to see you. Voster, how you doing? Welcome on in. Good critique, if you see something that if you don't like it, instead of being subjective and saying, I don't like it, talk about like why you think it was a successful piece or why it wasn't a successful piece. Panda, nice to see you. How you doing today? I'm so happy to see folks here for the community art showcase, the return of it. This is so exciting. Sapphire, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. How you doing? All right. I believe you're up first, Bear. Sapphire, testing, 1, 2, 3. Is that your first stream? Are you testing out streaming? That is so cool. All right. The first entry is actually, I should get an artist credit actually on the screen. That's a really good idea. Let's see. Artist, Cuber IDK. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little artist credit up on the screen as well. So y'all can see who did the work when we show it off, all right? So this first one, hi John, how you doing? Welcome. It was your first stream. That's awesome. Congratulations. How was it? You're here to see Yos's? Heck yeah. Okay. First piece, the theme of magic. Artist credits, you can roast me directly. No roasting, only constructive feedback. The first one's actually mine. You're looking at it now. Yeah, this one's actually Am's. And shout out to Fancy Skunk /Am for being so awesome and making these little thumbnails for the art showcases. Thank you. This looks so perfect. I love it so much. Okay, this is Bears. I'm gonna change the font color of this so you can actually see. It's a little confusing. A little bit hard to see. Let's make it like a red. All right. The artist this piece is Bear. Doing pretty well. Need to find a better mirroring software. Screen mirroring. Oh, you're not using OBS? I can help you with it. Send me a DM. All right. So first piece here. I'm actually gonna take my headphones off. I need to take them off for a little bit. I've had too much headphone time. If I get an alert that I missed because I don't have my headphones on, just holler at me, all right, y'all? Go enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for the raid, Tinker. You are amazing. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, the Terra themed art showcase was literally like a year ago. Yeah, we held off on this theme for a little bit, but I wanted to revisit it. So this is a piece by Bear, and we reworked the theme to be magic to have it'll be a little more open because some folks don't even know what tarot cards are, so we wanted to rework it. So this is really cool, Bear. So Feel free, by the way, as the artist, to add stuff in. Bear says with their submission, resubmitting my tarot piece from the original submission. Originally, I was thinking doing something like the Five of Pentacles. Remember that I had an old scale. So like, yeah, LOL. I DK much about tarot meanings or anything, but like, this is a good card, right? I'm not gonna die, LOL. I like reading the little artist snippets that y'all submit with your with your work. Actually, this is really cool, Bear. So this is like a photography piece, but it looks like you did some layout to make it work like a tarot card. This is actually so cool. I sort of want to see you push this theme further and give us like the whole, maybe not the whole tarot deck because that's a lot of work, but I would love to see you push this further and do a few more cards, I think. You spent too much time on the border and the wording and shit. I like the font and I like the, I actually really love how the J and the T are like uppercase. And I kind of like how the font is like a little bit, it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, whenever you like clip like letters out of a magazine and you put them together and it kind of has this really interesting like aesthetic that's like a little bit off kilter, but it's in a way that it still works and it's really interesting. I really like it. You do this manually. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I really like the font, actually. The font's really cool. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out where to critique on this piece here. I like the composition a lot. I like the red and the gold as well. And I feel like for the card, this is really interesting because like you have this sword kind of coming through this old scale. And if you talk about the meaning of the card, the Justice card, the Tarot, it's sort of about like, balance or maybe even like persecution or feelings of being persecuted or feelings of being like things are kind of out of balance, you know. It can also be about like wanting to get justice for something that like something that you feel is like wronged in your life. So I feel like the imagery itself really captures the tarot very well. So I feel like it was very successful in that way. I like the sword, the scale visual, but I feel like having a sword with the hilt in the frame more visible would tie the look more together. Yeah, that would definitely make it, Sunburst, that's a good critique though, definitely make it read more like a sword, because it doesn't necessarily read directly as a sword. But I still really love the composition. I think that is very successful. I think the composition and the colors are very successful. I think my critique would be where you could spice up the card. Hold on, I'm trying to see, maybe I can like move this around on my overlay a little bit so you can see a little bit better. And it is not, let me move it like over here. Here we go. Now it's a little bit better because it's not as, in the center. It's not as centered now, but it'll be better for the showcase because you can see the art more. Yeah, the red and gold contrast is really successful. I really like that a lot. I think where I would focus some spiffing up, maybe this black border at the bottom around justice. Like, I know it's a card, but it feels like a little standout to me and a little plain compared to like how interesting the photo is and the text is hand formed there. So I was thinking like maybe there could be a different solution for the border and the white areas that might be a little more interesting. And I don't know if my tuber is really catching my face very well. Hang on. Move this mic down here. I think it is. That's what I would think. Well, I think that would be where my critique would lie, is with the border of it. The sword is from my mother's side of the family. Wow, the scale's from my father's. That is so cool. I would love to see more, Bear. I would love to see you tackle this a little bit more and kind of keep going with this series. I think this is really, really neat. Do you have anything else you want to add, or does anyone else want to add anything before we move into the next one? I want to know, at one point I wanted to make a tower card. You should do that. You should make a tower card. Tower card would be really cool. I like how the scales look broken. Yeah, I think that's really neat too. Because the scales do kind of look like, yeah, like Justice failed. It kind of, I feel like it has its own, like, it carries its own weight and its own meaning that I think is really, really cool. I think you did an amazing job, Bear. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. All right, let's do the next one here. Yeah, the tower is a real tower. Based in the tower card, like it's based on a real tower? I don't think I knew that. The position that waits could be better. I like that it's kind of strewn about. Yeah, a scale that carries its own weight. Wow. The sword piercing the scale like violence can break balance or something. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely feels like this carries... This to me looks like the imagery as far as relating to the tarot card meaning would be like if you got justice reversed. I think this would be it, you know? Hi, Unicorn Cop, how you doing? I'm concerned getting the tarot cards, but I don't know how my mother would react to them. Well, then would it be a good idea? I can't tell you that or not, but if you're over 18, which you probably should be if you're in my stream, then you can do whatever you want and you don't have to tell your mom about it. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Don't tell me your age, by the way. Don't talk about your age in the stream. This next one is by Psycho Manatee. Let's change the name of the artist at the top here. Psycho Manatee. Psycho Manatee. And this one is critique requested as well. All right. Yeah, me, the manatee. If this is Justice Reverse, should I have the pick reverse? No, not necessarily. I think your pick as is carries the meaning very well. I can't tell how you doing. This is so cool, Manatee. Your art is so cool. Oh my god, I love this. And Psycho Manatee submitted with this piece, just saying, we got a magic soul man. We got a magic soul man. You like this one? Final, nice to see. How you doing? Welcome on in. Oh, this is cool. I like the colors a lot. I really like the pinks. I like the purples. I love the colored line work and how the shading is actually like on the lines itself. I think that's really neat. He's the soul man. He looks like he deals in souls. He looks like a soul dealer or something. Like he looks like a soul salesman, you know? Yeah, the thematic coloring is fantastic in this. I really like it. Iko, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, compositionally, I agree with you, Bear. It's really strong. I think the weight at the bottom with the hand is really great. How the hand's like sort of in the foreground. I really like that. Yeah, I really like how the composition is carried around by this like, can you see my cursor? Yeah, kind of. This thing at the, like the souls kind of wrapping around and going behind is really, really cool. I'm glad that you're doing well, Kaitala. I'm doing great myself. Heck yeah. Summer says, I really like how this looks, but I want to question if the skull shape is stylized or not, because my brain wants the skull to be a bit more accurately shaped. Yeah, I think it's stylized. To me, the shape of the skull doesn't really bother me. Like, it very clearly reads as like a skeleton to me, so I don't know if it is a problem. Like, I think it's definitely like an artist decision. Yeah, very stylized. Yeah, I think like, you know, Sunburst, like maybe you prefer like your art to be, maybe like if you want to draw a skull, you want it to be realistic. But like, I think, yeah, the skull looks like it from a cartoon. Yeah, I think it looks cartoony. I think it works really well too. I also want to point out, I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to point out this. I really like the thick lines and the thin lines. I'm a huge fan of these like line variation moments happening here. This is really cool. I really like how there's like really good, kind of an understanding of line weight. And also like the use of line as a shading tool itself. Like you can see the thick line around the outside of the fingers here where the shading would be, and where the light would hit, there's thinner lines. It's really interesting. I like these decisions that you made with this. Yeah, Grim Fandango. Yeah, I can totally see this move. Yeah, this would make a really cool animation, actually. This would be a cool character to animate. Yeah, I really like this. I'm trying to think of what critique to give it here. Let's see. I like the way the skull is looking. I like the teeth and everything too. I think my critique would be, I'm gonna have to nitpick to find some crit on this here, really, to be honest. I started experimenting with line weight after you gave me feedback in another showcase. Oh, that makes me so happy! I'm glad that you found that helpful. That's really cool. That's awesome. That makes me really happy. Hey Bart, how you doing? We're showing off art from the community today. Welcome on in. I'm gonna swap this. I'm gonna move the artist there. There we go. The clothing feels a bit lacking relative to the rest of the piece. Yeah, I would kind of agree with Bear, but that's very nitpicky. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to find a critique here, and I do think like I kind of agree with that there's a lot of attention to detail in the spine, in the skull here, in the hand, but then the clothes sort of feel like a little geometric and a little less like carrying the same amount of oh, is this Coconut Mall? It is Coconut Mall. Hey Weirdness, how you doing? Mine would be the interaction of the brim and the hat and the soles might be a little more contrast, but that's about it. Oh, like right here. That's actually pretty good critique, Weird, too. You're right. Because if you were to take this and make it black and white, you could kind of see what areas maybe need to be pushed and pulled contrast-wise a little bit more. And I feel like this could be an area where it might be a little bit hard to differentiate the soles from the hat because they're both very light. Yeah. Hi, Oop! Nice to see you. How you doing? Welcome on in. We're doing a community art showcase tonight. Thank you for the sip sip. And we're showing off work from members of the community. How you doing today? You doing okay? That's good. I'm glad you're doing okay. Oh no, you don't want to see my art. You should submit to the next one. This one is closed, so we do them on our Discord. And if you're interested, if anyone's interested in taking part, do I have a command? Is it showcase? Yeah, if anyone's interested in taking part, let me put that on my stream deck, that command actually, so I can pop it in chat whenever. You can join in the Discord. And what I would recommend if you want to participate, I know, but it's for all artists of all like parts, stages in your journey as an artist. It's for everybody. You don't have to be established or have been drawing for a long time to participate. In fact, I would encourage folks who are like wanting to improve, but maybe like a little bit newer as an artist, to join the Community Art Showcase, because it's a great place to get critique for your work. Yeah, a couple wrinkles of the clothing. I think what I want to see is just more Humanity. I want to see more of this, and I think I really like the monochromatic sort of all pink purple sort of look, and it really matches the theme well because it's very like magical, very soulsy, very spooky. Maybe the background could be pushed a little bit darker, like I said, the contrast, I think. Hi Katie, how you doing? Oh shit, I missed your joke, I'm sorry. But I think Weirdness Master's on point with the contrast thing. I think the background could be pushed a little bit darker and the skeleton could be pushed a little bit further. And also areas like down here and the bottom quadrant here, kind of where my VTuber is, if I move out of the way, I think that contrast could be, you know, shift a little bit to make it separate a little bit from the clothes in the back. But I mean, that's me probably trying to grasp at straws with this. This is a really awesome piece, and I'm really glad you shared this. This is super, 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 super awesome. I love it. I love your work so much, Manatee. Skeleton, Dr. Facilier. It does kind of have Dr. Facilier vibes, yeah. Yeah, make the background a bit darker, it'll really make the pop. Yeah, I think if the background was like a lot darker, it would really pop things forward. I also like the glowing. Oh, by the way, do y'all know a really, really easy way to make a glow? Is this too loud? Cannot tell. Lower it a little bit. A really easy way to make a glow technique is to just like set your layer to like shine or overlay, or shine or luminosity, depends on your program, and then set it to Gaussian blur, and then it'll blur around this area. So you don't even have to like really smooth it yourself. It's really cool, really easy. Music was good. Oh, should I raise it back up? Okay, there we go. Try to make some parts darker. Yeah, Tried Dark Mode, didn't really like it much. That's okay. There's other ways too to separate it, like texture could be a way to separate the contrast between the character and the background. If you want to keep it monochromatic, then you don't want to change the color too much, but yeah, you could do texture. You could do, you could play with like warm and cool to within the same scope of the pink and purples that you're working with. That could be another way to play with contrast. But yeah, there's different ways to play with contrast and kind of make a piece pop even if you're sticking within a monochromatic sort of look. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Manatee. I love your work. Thank you. Wait, how come my clapping didn't work? There we go. Yeah, I want to clap after each piece now. We're gonna do this now. Oh wait, we need extra clap for Bear too. Also extra clap for Bear. Here we go. If you think it's lacking or not where you want, get critiques. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, getting critiques helps a lot. That's why we started doing these, and that's why I want to bring them back, is because it can help out a lot. It helps out a lot to get critiques, and it kind of helps folks like figure out what they need to work on, or what they want to work on, what they want to do. It's especially hard whenever you're doing art and you're not in like a school environment. It can be really hard to like kind of know what direction to work in. And so I think having these kind of community events is really helpful for that. I don't draw, but I do film record once we accepted. Yeah, that would be fine. As long as your film and recordings do not have any copyrighted audio, that's important because I'm gonna be showing it on stream. If they do, I would just need kind of a heads up so I can mute my VOD for that showcase that I'm showing your work. And the film and video would probably have to be short. And it may have to be mod approved, maybe. I mean, I would just probably watch it beforehand, I guess. Want some rye? Of course you do. All right, next up. Let's get the next one up here. The next one is gonna be by Weirdness Master. Ooh, we have so many cool colored lines today. That is so cool. Weirdness Master. I'm gonna do that there. And then Weirdness Master is not requesting critique, so let's hold off on critique for this one. We're just gonna show it off and look at it and go, ooh, it's so pretty. Weirdness Master says with their submission, drew this up. Crystal's specialty is light magic. This is the more somber piece due to the inspiration, a song from Okami's soundtrack called Tribe of the Heavenly Kami. I love Okami. Okami's such a good game. It's so good. I really love this, Weird. Thank you so much for sharing. I love this. Don't submit your hour-long copyrighted student film to the art showcase. Yes, don't do that. Thank you for the lurks, and Mancy, thank you so much for participating in the art showcase. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is super, super cute. Weirdness, I love it. Do you want to add anything or talk about it at all before we move on to the next one? Yeah, I like the glow effects too. I really love the colored lines in this. I love the yellow color of the lines is really, really cool and really engaging. Just submit Sasquatch Sunset. The whole movie, Sasquatch Sunset, the whole thing. Yeah, it's awesome. It did amazing. Yeah. Hi, Pastel. It's nice to see you. Welcome on in. TikTok recognizes elevator music. Yeah, it does. It's true. Yeah, thanks for the showcase. This was quick, so I'm sure there's a ton of stuff in ours, but yeah, I'm really getting into drawings based on songs. Drawings based on songs is such a great way to get inspiration for work. And we have had showcases before. We've had folks submit art based on music. So that's a theme we could definitely revisit in the future. Next month's theme, Sasquatch. Yeah. I love the character too. Very cool. Very awesome work. Can I ask what art program what art program did you draw something weird? I always want to ask that too. I should be asking that of everybody. Clip Studio! Clip Studio is good when it works properly. The next one coming up is by Ocio next. This one also no critique requested, so we're just gonna show it off. Oh my god, Ocio's art's so good! Goddamn! The vibe of a 90s Kmart. Oh, I kind of love that, Mayan. I kind of love that so much. This is so cute! Could I just say, like, Ocio is so good at mastering the feeling of like 90s anime stills. Her whole like stream aesthetic is like this, and it's so fantastic. And I love the styling of like, I'm gonna zoom in. This sort of like, there's like a very slight chromatic aberration that effect that she does on her art that makes it look like it's an old VHS. Yeah, it feels really accurate, and it is so nice to look at. It just gives me nostalgia when I look at her art. It's so great. I absolutely love this. The shading, everything is just fantastic. I love the like graphic art kind of styling and the name in the back. It's so cool. Hi Wolfie, how are you doing? The fact that it's reference to an anime that I haven't thought of in years is fantastic. Oh wait, what anime is this? I don't actually know. Is this a reference to an anime? I thought it was like an OC. That's so cool. Yeah, lines just add enough. Someone knew what they're doing. Yeah. Camphor. Oh, I've never even heard of it. Wolfie, how are you doing today? Welcome on into the Community Art Showcase. How are ya? Yeah, this is great. I love the shading. I love it so much. It's so cool. I love the eyes. Absolutely. I want to say here, OCO, like the mastery of the specific style is a testament to what you can do if you just keep trying and really like kind of like study the art style that you want to like create, right? Like just study it and keep drawing it and keep trying and keep trying. And I feel like OCO is really just, her work is just an absolute a testament to that perseverance and that success of mastering that style. And it is really, really nice. I mean, it really looks like it could be like a still or a promo image for like a 90s anime. It's so cool. Even like 80s, 90s or 80s, yeah. I got a lot of trouble back in the day. Main character is a cis man but transforms into a girl due to the rules of Camphor. Oh my god, really? That's so cool. I love that. Oh my gosh, I gotta check that anime out. Okay, that is fantastic. And OCO, and thank you for submitting. I'm gonna give OCO a little shout out. OCO is an awesome heckin' bean. I should be doing shout outs for every submission. I hope I spelled that right. Yeah, I did. There you go. Theme announcement will be at the end of the stream. Yeah, we're gonna vote on it together. We'll probably do Pride Month again, maybe because it's Pride Month coming up. Okay. And then we have a next one is gonna be from Pantantuna. I'm gonna change the name of the thing here. Pantantuna. Pantantuna. Okay. And Pantantuna also no critique requested, so we're just gonna show off here. And keep on cruising down. So it looks like they submitted 2 versions. So there's this version here. Looks like the cat's powering up some kind of oh, my cat wants out. Hang on. Okay, cat. Hello, Jojo. Nice to see you. How you doing? Welcome on in. A YouTube channel I follow had a poll asking if you could only watch anime from one decade, which would it be? The 90s as well in the lead. Oh yeah, yeah. 90s was really good anime. Really the best anime. 90s the best for a lot of things. I barely had any ideas for us to even try for a Pride one last year. Yeah, the colors and the rendering are so cute. And then it looks like there's 2 versions here. There's like a version with like a blurred effect here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thank you for submitting, Pantantuna. Thank you, thank you. All right, the next one. We have another from Jubear. Oh, so this one you made specifically for this. Here's another Photoshop one, which I think is so cool. We're gonna change the artist name here. The Bear. Mob Psycho is so good, dude. I love that. I'm so glad I listened to you and I watched it because it's so good. One of the best. One of the best. All right, I gotta zoom out so y'all can see the whole thing here. Professor Eadwulf Casper, illusionist. Professor Eadwulf Casper, illusionist. I really love your photo work, Bear. I really do. This is really, really, really cool. You do a lot of really cool like movie poster, graphic design style stuff. Oh, and this one is critique requested, so feel free to jump in with the critique on this piece. Everyone in the chat. Whereas with this one, critique requested. Gather round, step right up, see the amazing Professor Eadwulf Casper, traveling illusionist. I imagine magic being more of a front for him and his crew, to be a little shady in how they operate. He's not the bad guy. See my Argonox piece. Eadwulf is just a little shyster. I like this. Does this remind anyone else that old Nick show, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah, it does. I love that. Ooh, I love that. Vera, welcome back. How you doing? It's nice to see you. How you doing today? We're doing the community art showcase. So we're showing and we're talking about and doing critique for artwork by everyone, members of the community. You're totally welcome to join for the next showcase. We usually close before the stream, but we do this art submissions on Discord. Everyone's welcome to join. And if you see the critique requested up there, then feel free to critique the piece that you see on screen. I love shiny to this one. I really like this. I feel like I see you sort of building your own world with these pieces that you've been doing. Like the posters and the costuming and the Photoshop and the design work. It feels like you kind of have this world building thing happening through your artwork that's really exciting and really interesting. We have different characters now being represented through these different posters, these different like kind of they're kind of like posters. You could even do like CD covers. I think would be really cool too, you know? What's the next showcase gonna be? Nerdy, welcome on in! We have not announced it yet. Usually we wait till the end of the showcase and then we vote on it together as a stream. So we'll vote on it. I'm no artist, not for lack of skill, lack of motivation. Oh, Vera, that's so relatable, I understand that. And Sunburst says I really like the vibe, although I thought he was sinking into the wooden floorboards, but that was just his pants being the same color as the wood behind him. That's actually a really good point. That is a little hard to see the bottom. The pants really do blend in pretty well with that wood right behind the model there. If I were to critique one thing, I'd find a way to get the text to pop more from the background. It does blend in a bit, but more the name than the illusionist. Okay. Writing is an art source. Yeah, we have a room in the Discord for writing as well, for writers to submit poems and creative writing work. Really should have taken another pick. I like the pick. I feel like a lot of these things could have been maybe resolved in like post-processing. So like, assuming this is Photoshop, this is like you're Photoshopped out here. You could probably do just like a little, like at the bottom here, you could probably do a gradient, like a multiply layer coming up to separate, to kind of show like a shadow so that the floor is separate behind the character. I think would be an easy fix there. Yeah, a bit of a drop shadow. I wouldn't say a full drop shadow around the character, but I think just like, yeah, a little gradient coming from the bottom, I think would solve that pretty well because the pants blend in with the wood. Yeah, just post-processing afterwards. Yeah, I think the pick is totally great. I also really love the paper texture on top. I think that's really cool because it really looks like a, especially this crease down the middle. I'm a huge fan of the crease down the middle. It looks like an old poster crinkled up. So it looks really cool. As far as the text, I think Ricola said, you know, are you afraid of the dark vibes? This is definitely giving me like nostalgic, like old graphic design vibes aesthetic, like almost kind of like the 90s. It sort of looks like a 90s. You know, in the 90s, like graphic design was all over the place. There was a lot, and there's a lot of like bloom lighting from the letters. That was like a thing. So I think this sort of reminds me of that. I'm not sure if that's what you're going for, like time period wise, right? So I would think like if you're going for vintage, yeah, the PC Goosebumps games, exactly. So if you're going for like that like pseudo vintage 90s stuff, that's sort of like, this kind of reminds me of that. But if you're going for something like, you know, 1940s, 1950s, yeah, I would encourage you to look at posters and other graphic design work from the era that you're trying to replicate. I mean, I'm guessing like maybe 1920s. The suspenders, there's like little kind of, there's a corset here too. I like the outfit a lot, it's really cool. I like the eye patch too. Oh, I like the broken glasses. Actually, I didn't even see that in the costume. That's really cool. I like that a lot. An inkling sort of lighting around the lettering. Let's see, like, I don't know, like 1920s posters style. How do I turn safe search on since I'm gonna have this on stream? Where's safe search button? Hang on. I need to find safe search. Top right. Ba-dum-ba-dum. All filters. Images. Am I stupid that I don't know how to turn on safe search? They changed it. Yeah, they totally changed the safe search thing. Anyway, this looks totally fine because I don't see anything bad. So like there's a lot of different styles. Yeah, 20s would be like Art Deco. This might not be what you're going for, but you can see some of these different posters have sort of a sort of style here. Let's see. That's kind of Art Deco-y. That's not really what you're going for. Yeah, they move everything around. Let's see, like maybe like 1940s style posters. Let's see, 1940s. Oh, well, let's do like freak show posters. Maybe that would be like what you're looking for. Yeah, so this might be cool inspiration here. So you see, there's like a lot of cool and weird stuff with these old like freak show posters. 1910s or older. Yeah, let's see. This is older. This is not 1940s. This is like an older poster here. 1910s. 1910s. And they have a lot of like hand written stuff. So almost like kind of this line cut look, printmaking look. And you can see how the whites are very like faded. You could even try and work with like the whites being more faded. But I'm really looking at the fonts that they're using, right? Yeah, the devils were a common motif. Yeah. Hi, T. Cruz, welcome on in. Welcome to the Community Art Showcase. We're looking at Jubear's work today. But yeah, so like I would look at some of these and I think I would study the fonts next. And I would think about, and you can kind of see that you did pick a font that has these little florets. There is sort of a bit of a floret here happening, you know, in this, and it's sort of similar, but a lot of the fonts were hand laid out. The lettering was hand laid. So that could be something interesting to experiment with, is like laying out fonts by hand. Yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of, most of it is like printmaking stuff, but I think it can be interpreted through photography as well, you know, the frog boy. But I think when I think of these old kind of posters, yeah, your own fonts next. I think you don't need to make your own fonts. Like what I do for a lot of my font work is I will type the letters out, and then I will actually rasterize the layer, and then I'll hand arrange the and do the spacing by manually. That gives you like a little bit more control over like where things go, rather than just relying on like kind of like tilting it and turning it based on whatever limitations are in the program you have, you know. Take care, Katie! I need to go clean up and then go to bed. Good night, good night! Right on, Chamber Showcase, see the theme for next month. Well, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, but I think there's a lot of really cool inspiration in these types of old posters. The fonts are really out there, you know, like you can even do things like, you see how there's like a bit of a in this poster here, you see that there's like wear in the lettering, you know, like a kind of like a texture in the lettering. Yeah, I'm not happy with the Eye and Illusionist. Yeah, I think the Eye and Illusionist stands out from the rest. But once again, I think one of the things too is like, see these gradients here in the Illusionist. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so you have some noise layer. Okay, so I think the gradients in Illusionist is sort of like metallic look. This definitely reads like 90s, maybe even 80s, like computer aesthetic to me. This feels like early digital graphic design. And if you're going for to reference a different era, like I would look at the font work from those eras and see about that. I would even try it with this piece, like, because I think you could just take the same piece here and rework the font, and it would be really, like, I think it would improve the, I guess, the effect that you are trying to go for. Yeah, it's a different font that's had to be edited separately. Yeah. Like, I think what I would do if I wanted to edit and I wanted to make it look more like a 1910 vintage poster, you know, I might do like a border around it, like a cream color border. I might like really fade out some of the whites in this and really make it kind of like worn and a little yellowed. And do like a little worn border, make it look like it's like a worn picture. And then I'd probably like kind of redo the font a little bit, so kind of look at some of these older posters and the kind of inspiration of these and how the font was framed. See how this has like this border around it? Like something like that, I don't know. Even this one had a border around it. A lot of them have these borders. You can see the borders are like a super common theme with 1910s kind of posters and print. You know, I don't know. They have a lot of these like really weird little fonts and stuff. Pretty cool. The Freak Show posters aren't necessarily the only thing, but you know, 1910s vintage. I'm not gonna search up just the posters by itself because I might get like pinups. Yeah, printing thing, exactly. Yeah. But I don't know. I think this is really cool. I really love the costume. Once again, I love the pose, and I really love the world building that you're doing with the different characters. Through these posters, and I want to see you keep pushing this because I really love to see this work, and I really love you submitting these. It's always a treat. It's always a treat to look at these. Made it easier for the printer back in the day. Yeah, exactly, Woofy, exactly. It's nice to see you, Wolfo. How you doing? Yeah, I like the coins. You were holding all these coins up and you did this. So did you have someone take the photo for you, or did you set it up on a timer and frame it? Like, because I actually didn't even think about that. That would be difficult to do by yourself. That's really good, Baron. Thank you so much for sharing. I really love this. I really heckin' love this. All right, are we ready to move on to the next one? Baron, do you have anything that you'd like to, anything else you'd like to add? Before I move on to the next piece, I love Community Art Showcase, it's so fun. The next piece, yeah. I have a little clicker to take the pic and I had someone on a shot press the button. Very cool, okay, that's awesome. All right, let's see. Next one is gonna be by Pastel Blue Jay. This one's not a critique one, so we're just gonna show it off here. Pastel Blue Jay. Oh, it's so cute! It's adorable. Oh, it's adorable. It's a little popo. It's doing a little magical little flame thing. That's super cute. That's so adorable. Oh, we have an ad break coming up. I'll take a break during the ad break too, so nobody misses anything. It's so adorable. It's pastel. That's so cute. And Pastel says, I just redid the picture because I thought I could put the new skills I learned into it to make it look better. I think it looks really awesome, Pastel. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. I think we can maybe get, let's see. Let's save the critique one for after the break because that's going to be longer. So let's do the next one will be by Eos. Should I put Space Goddess Eos? Wow, I can't type. Bro, seriously? Space Goddess Eos. This one's really cool. This one is really cool. Oh my god. Eos says, you're fine with critiquing cosplay? I don't think I added that to my thing. Oh, that's actually good to know. Okay, cool. Then we'll do a little commentating. I'll go back and I'll cover the next one. We're gonna take a little break for the ads break in a second. This one critique on. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, and yes, this is so pretty. I know. Let me zoom in on this here.
I don't think you have any idea.
Oh, so beautiful. Really so pretty. Okay, the artist says, was playing around with the idea of what it could have looked like when my VTuber got her goddess powers. That's so cool. I wanted to do a 10-minute sketch at some point when you take the pose for a poster and push it. Oh, that would be fun. I'd be down for that, Bear. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm doing art stream tomorrow. I'll be doing art stream tomorrow. Weirdness says, I love the rendering. I love the way the star flows out, how it feels like it's going to throw through the clothing and hair. Yeah, this is Flo's trying to get with my piece job well done. Yeah, this is really fantastic. And I think the success that we can see in that flow that Weirdness is talking about is in the shapes. And the shapes are they're all very organic, and they all sort of mirror like bubbles or like kind of just like a natural flowing of like wind. It makes you think of a windiness kind of going through the character. You can see the hair shape here, and you can see the clothing shape right here really match like this sort of dress shape down here. And that's what I think makes it really successful, because you have the shapes throughout the piece kind of like mirroring it. And it looks really, really good. I really do love how you feel that the character is experiencing that wind, or that rush of the wind. Very, very nice. Yeah, this is really pretty. Yeah. Hi, Fat Boy. Nice to see you. How you doing? Welcome on in. We're going through the Community Art Showcase today. How are you? You know what's another thing? Yeah, the colors, it's exactly what I was gonna say, Ricola. The color choices in this piece are really successful. What I love about it, I'm gonna keep zooming in a little bit more here, is that there's a really like great contrast between warm and cool, right? So you've got these beautiful like kind of cool blues here and here and here. Once again, there's like 3 laid out in thirds. So the composition is very like kind of laid out in these 3 parts, almost evenly spaced between each of these 3 major shapes. And it's a very interesting, it's a really interesting composition that keeps your eyes kind of going up and down this main character. But this blue shading back here and this really beautiful like kind of orange yellow warm light, I think that contrast, the yellow and the blue, is really successful. Does anyone in the chat know why yellow and blue work really well together? Can anyone tell me the reason? This is an art lesson question. Does anyone know why? Does anyone know why the yellow and blue work well together? Yellow and orange, or I should say orange and blue, or yellow and purple. That's what I should say. Weirdness says, yeah, I also say I'm very jealous of how successful your side views. I struggle with character side views. It's all practice. It's all practice, Weird. Let's see. And Io said this doodle turned into something way bigger than I planned. So glad you guys like it. We love it. That person I've never allowed the concert. What? The concerts you made it for me. I never released it. Wait, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying, fat boy. I'm confused. Okay, Maya says I do not. Complementary colors. Yes. Yes, they're different sides. Yes, pretzel. Complementary colors. Yes, exactly, y'all. Exactly. Yup. Orange and blue are complementary. Yes. Warm and cool have good contrast. Yes, but orange and blue specifically, and yellow and purple, which we see both of them interacting here, are complementary colors. So we see 2 different sets of complementary colors working really, really well together. You've got a play of warm colors contrasting against really nice kind of cool blues and purples. And it looks really very successful, and it looks really good. I always encourage folks when they're doing shading to work with like a different color for the shading rather than just like, you know, a toned down version of this skin color, because I think that's why you get these really beautiful sort of blue shading. These contrasts here look really, really good. Hi, Dean! Nice to see you! How you doing? Welcome on in! Hello! We're doing the Community Art Showcase. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, blue and pink. Blue and pink and pink and blue. Blue and pink and blue, blue. You're very welcome. Eos, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Donna. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hey, how's y'all's weekend going? V, how's your weekend been? And Pretzel, how are you? It's nice to see you. Nerdy, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is so beautiful. Eos, do you want to add anything before we move on to the next piece, which is going to be actually the piece before yours? It's going to be Jazz's piece. But I think I'm going to take a quick break before we go to Jazz's, because I want to break during the ad break for this. I would say, definitely say so, Maya. This is fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I love the colors. I know, those colors are just gorgeous. What's amazing is that the use of those complementary colors for the shading and the strong use of shapes and forms, even though the dress is like very similar to this background color, it doesn't blend in with it. It's actually very successful in that the dress very clearly stands out in the background because of the use of those complements, because of the use of those strong shapes. Really strong use of shape and form. Really, really good. Probably just gonna lurk. Hey, thank you for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you all like this. There's definitely ways I could have improved this and was planned. But I had so much fun practicing flow and form. This is wonderful. Eos, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Also, Weirdness said the side view. I agree. It's beautiful. The side view is fantastic. I really, really like the side view. Side views are tricky. I love the ears too. Yeah, it stands out, but it works really well together. Really good job. I also like the space. I like the extra space that you give the piece to breathe. It kind of creates this really nice, just like, it's a really nice composition. It's a nice piece in and of itself. It's framed well, the forms are good, all of the space outside, because you could just, you know, you could cut this out, but I think it's stronger with the extra space around her, you know? She is a space goddess. True facts, true facts. Oh, you're talking about 3D filament. Oh, you do 3D printing? That's so cool. Okay, I think we're coming up on an ad break. I can't tell because it's goofy, but we'll try and do a words break really quickly while the ads are going, so nobody misses anything. Oh, I gotta go to the screen for that. Let's see. Yeah, I can't tell when the next ad break is. It should be Ray! Happy birthday! Hey everybody, can you please wish Raylan a happy birthday? That's my friend right there. It's their birthday today. Happy birthday, Ray! I love you so much, y'all. How you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. We're doing the community art showcase tonight, showing off folks' work here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break-sies because I think ads are gonna be running. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back, everybody. I love you, Ray. You amazing! What are you doing for your birthday today? Oh, wait, hold that thought. I'll be right back. Did anyone get mollusk? 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 Did you get mollusk? Muck? Sulk? Is that a word? Oh, you already got sulk. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Okay, we're going to pause the game. Good job, everybody. Big clap. Good job with the words. Alright, let's go to the next piece here. The next piece is from Jazz. The next piece is from Jazz. Look behind the VTuber. I cannot. This artist's name is not that. It's Jazz the Sheba. That's literally not what I meant to copy and paste, bro. Jazz the Sheba. That's the big old artist, big old URL. Jazz the Sheba! Critique requested on? Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Let me scoot over here. Alright, do you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Like the card game? No. No, I don't play the card game. When I was a kid, I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I haven't ever actually tried to play the game for real. I've played some Yu-Gi-Oh video games that I like. I played Duels of the Roses pretty good. It's one of my favorite games, actually. I really like that game. Okay, so this piece here by Jazz. I'm gonna zoom out a bit here. Ooh, I love it. I love the theme. I like how funky this fella looks. Not sure about the top hand. Can you tell me why? What do you think about the top hand? How can we improve that top hand? What are you thinking about it, Sunburst? So I want to get it more constructive. Like, not just for the artist, but for everyone who's engaging in the critique too. Like, how can we be more how can we talk about art in like an educational way? You know what I mean? Duelist of the Roses, yeah! Yes, I freaking love that game so much. I love that game. I really want to play that game on stream, like modded or something. The closed hand, the thumb needs to be on the other side. Yeah. Yes, that is correct. You are right. You are correct. This hand right here, assuming this character has a regular hand. Well, let me see. Yeah, the bottom hand, if they're holding it like that, then the bottom hand, the thumb should be facing outwards from the character's body. Yes, you're correct. Yeah. Yeah, very squiggly compared to the hand underneath it. Yeah, I think so too. It is very differently drawn. Yeah. Hi Mark, how you doing? Roguelike? Roguelike? What are you talking about? What is this? Dungeon Duel Monsters? What? Is this a Yu-Gi-Oh roguelike? Oh my god, I gotta play that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play that actually, literally. That sounds so good, Sippy. That sounds actually so much fun. Yeah, top hand would need to be clean up to match the rest of the piece. Okay. Weirdness says, I would say for me, the one stands out is under the jaw. There's no sleeve or arm where that should be. I think that's a good catch there too, yeah. I think that you probably would see a sleeve there, right there. Dono says I like the teeth. I like the teeth too. I really do like it. You found my copy recently? Am I able to working? We're gonna go to stream on my own channel. Oh my god, yes! Okay, real talk. Can you like low-key tell me when you're gonna stream it? Cause I would actually lose my mind if I saw one of my favorite streamers hanging out and playing one of my favorite games. I love that. The characters take up a little more of the canvas, too much empty space. So I think that's a good thing. Let's talk about that, Felonious. Let's talk about that. So I think that when we talk about space, now the last piece had a lot of space, but I think that that worked a little bit better. But why did it work? I'm asking you guys in chat, right? So why do we think that the space, you know, worked in the last piece we talked about? I'm not trying to compare this directly, but I want to talk about the use of space in artwork. So there's a few reasons why I think the space around the character works well in this one, but in this Sorry, I'm gonna put that over here for later. But in this one, doesn't seem like it works as well. So I think when we talk about space on the character, first off in this piece is very intentional, right? So you see the framing of the character, the position of the character in the center of the canvas is intentional, right? She's positioned there, and the amount of negative space, we're gonna call it negative space, is the space around the outside, what isn't the character, is about even on each side. But overall, I think the use of space in this piece feels a lot more intentional, and all sections of the canvas are given the same kind of consideration, I think. And now when we look at this piece here, I think that, yeah, I'm working on the background on the last piece for solid color. Yeah, exactly, kind of like that intention, right? So I think we look at this piece here with the extra space. So I think that the composition isn't, it's not necessarily bad. Wherever the artist chooses to place the character doesn't make it a bad composition. But I do think that there is more attention to the character in the piece than there is the background. The background's a solid fill color. And while I like the purple, it actually works really well with the character's colors here, this sort of toned down yellow, beige color, and the green. I think the purple is a good choice. I think there's definitely more consideration into the character drawing than there is the background. The background doesn't feel, the paint fill background sort of feels like it wasn't maybe as intentional. And so I think that intention is a big part of how backgrounds can be successful, negative space can be successful in a piece, or it could maybe feel a little empty, right? Or a little needing in something else. The last piece use space is part of the composition. Yeah, however, this feels more like character place in the canvas, exactly. So whenever we talk about this, and we talk about framing our compositions as artists, and I'm totally guilty of this all the time, so I'm not like preaching. I'm preaching to myself here as much as y'all. It's important to consider the whole composition whenever you're making a piece. Like, why is there space around the character? What is gonna be in that space? Especially if you're making a background from the beginning. What is the background? Draw the background with the character. Don't just kind of draw a character and then pop a background behind them, because it might not work. You see this all the time in illustration. It might not work as well. So kind of giving consideration to that would help. And there's a lot of ways that we can kind of like, you can make a color fill background like this work really well. I think maybe like changing the composition or placement of the character and using these kind of strong forms. There's a lot of strong forms here. A lot of like kind of like it's a heavy like weighted piece here. You know, we could do things where we could increase the space above the head. That might be really interesting in a different way visually. We can increase the space to the left of the character here and see if that would be a little more interesting to have the character weighted to the bottom right, rather than kind of this vertical piece, you know? So the weighting and the composition of the placement of the character can help even just a plain color fill background feel more intentional. Yeah, soft gradient is also another way, exactly. So there's a lot of different ways that we can play with the background. A soft gradient, maybe even a different texture, composition. You can even play with other different types of shapes in the background, you know, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Basically, I want to think of how our background can frame our character if we're doing a character piece. How can it frame the character and sort of make that character really shine, you know? Is a slight gradient? I don't think there is. I think it just looks a little darker down here because relatively, it's good. The color and how you perceive it in our eyes is gonna change depending on what's next to it. This is actually a weird thing with art. So like, the background down here looks darker because it's next to a darker color. You're saying the bottom's lighter? I don't think the bottom's lighter. I think it's just a perception thing. I can test it. Do you want me to test it? Oh, let's test it. Let's test it. I threw it in the paint tool side here. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna grab my eyedropper. Okay, so the top color. Nope. They're the exact same color. Exact same color. So bottom color. Top color. The same. Same color. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about when, like, our eyes will see color differently depending on what's around it. Okay, so like, it's gonna look different down here than it is up here because of the different colors that it's interacting with. Here's an example. Okay, say you have this color background. All right, let's do like a red background. Okay. if you want to get really weird, I'll show you something really weird. Here, check this out. So we see the background here. You see how the colors like vibrate against each other? And it almost changes how we think of the color around it. Now, if we take a really dark color, we take the same red, it almost looks like, whoops, the red at the top might be a different color than the red at the bottom. You see what I mean? Yeah, so like, your eyes will change what something looks like depending on the colors around it. The top might actually look a little more pink to you, right, than the bottom. But yeah, it's all the same, you know? So that's just a little lesson in, I don't know, color stuff. So bringing the piece back up. Chunky particles could help create interest and break up space. Yeah, I think so too. So I think like, when I see this piece, I really think I see this like kind of really cool, I really like the styles. We're learning how to do abstract art. Yeah, oh yeah, abstract art's awesome. Eyes and brains are super weird. Yeah, we see weird stuff. You know, all the color we see is just how our eyes interpret it. It's not universal. In fact, every animal, every species sees color differently and perceives light and time differently. It's very interesting stuff. Anyway, so back to the piece. I do like the really overly toony style. I think like I want to see the artist push for the next piece. Try a pose that might be a little more actiony. The reason why I'm saying this is because this piece has a lot of action in it. I see a lot of like kind of fast moving line work, very quick, very like kind of very angular shapes. The artist seems to have like kind of an attraction to these angular shapes. And so I would encourage them to try and push that, right? I would also encourage artists to, don't feel trapped to portray character art only. I would, like, if you find yourself liking, for example, when you do art, and past that we were talking about this earlier, what do you like in art? What do you enjoy making, right? A lot of people, when they get into doing art, especially furry art, they want to draw furries, they want to draw characters, and they want it to look a certain way. But you might find the same type of patterns or shapes reappear in art. Ask yourself why. Why do they appear? Gar, nice to see you. And so in this case, when we see a lot of these angular shapes appearing in this piece, I would ask artists to explore like maybe an abstract piece with these angular shapes. Maybe explore the action of creating work and see where that takes you. You know what I mean? Like see where sort of the energy in this drawing of this hand here, like it might be a little difficult to discern as a hand. Yes, I agree with that. But I think there's a lot of energy in these lines that's very engaging and very interesting. And I think that you could really push that and try and like kind of explore this sort of aspect of creating art and sort of see like, how can we push these shapes? How can we push these like kind of these angular things here? And also like by doing that, start to kind of have a better grasp of composition, color interaction, color theory, and really just what you find engaging as an artist, you know? So I really love this piece though. I'm really glad that Jazz shared this because it's really fun to talk about and really interesting here. And I forgot, Jazz said whenever they submitted this piece, behold the awe-inspiring wrath of the trash wizard. This land is pondering orbs like nobody's business and will turn your trash into more refined trash. I like that. I like it. It's very cool. Yeah, it does have a fun, no rules kind of abstract vibe. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I like that fun, no rules vibe. There are no rules that say we have to make something look like something else. There's no rules in art. If you find something fun and you find like the energy in the piece lies in that sort of like those vibes, go for it. Chase those vibes. You know what I mean? Like some of the best cartoons are abstract or semi-abstract. Some of the best cartoons that aired just, you know, in the 90s, 2000s, like our favorite cartoons you grew up with are like very weird looking character design, you know? They don't have to be, you don't have to feel restricted by the bounds of this has to look this way or that has to look that way. You know what I mean? Yeah, color and details, exactly. Ecos has a master tool or program that allows what you're thinking and drawing them in real life and will complicate, but that will complicate a lot of things. You mean AI? It already exists. It's bad. I know my abstract to be the next showcase theme. That's a great idea. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put that on a notepad. because I really do like that. That's a good one. Yeah, it's your world, make it how you want it. Exactly, exactly, Felonious. And thank you, Jazz, for submitting your art. Thank you. And whatever Eos is. Okay, the next one is from Sapphire, Serenity Solstice. Let's go ahead and change the artist credit here. Oh, am I hungry? I just ate dinner. Serenity Solstice. Bum, bum. All right. And this one is going to be critique requested as well. Ooh, we got character design happening here. Oh, I like it. It's spicy. It's spicy. All right, so it's Sapphire's work here. Sapphire says, figured I'd join in with my D&D character I made for a campaign I'm in. She is a silver, don't argue that with her, metallic dragonborn cleric with Bahamut as her patron. Critique requested, especially that which will help me improve her silver luster because it looks funky and I want to improve it. That is something we can definitely go over, is like rendering metallics. Metallic rendering. Before I go into a little metallic rendering demo, does anyone else want to add anything to this one here? 8 out of 10 would cuddle Steamberry Punch. Nice, nice. Okay, can we elaborate on that? What would take this dragon from an 8 out of 10 in your eyes Steamberry to a 10 out of 10? What do you think would be? What do you think could be the defining thing? How could we make this dragon a 10 out of 10? I mean, I'm trying to encourage y'all to to engage in the critiquing. Critique is fun. Our critique is so much fun. It's really important too. Dragonborn cleric of D&D. Yeah. Okay, so a bit more depth, especially in the clothing. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good critique right there. Yeah. Pass on nurse while your future commissions. All right, I'm gonna give you a slice of life advice right now for free, Pastel. Don't worry about something that isn't even happening yet. There's literally no point to that. That is one of the things in life that is just, it's super pointless to worry about something that has not happened at all yet. If you like, for example, if you're like, you know, thinking about, I'm worried that I'm gonna trip and fall if I go outside and go to the park. Well, you're not outside, you're not at the park, so you don't need to be worried about tripping and falling outside at the park. You know what I mean? Life advice. It's free real estate. So let's get back to the critique here. Let's see. Bear says the clothes feel a bit blank. Yeah. Yeah. Hands look ever so slightly small. That seems picky of me. I'm not too bothered by the hands, to be honest. I think the clothing, weapon, the T-pose version, probably shading. Clothing is my strong suit. It's one of the first times I've drawn clothes. Okay, okay. So I think like, yeah, the clothing and then the, I think if it's a ref sheet, like it doesn't need to be super, like the pose is fine. Ref sheets are supposed to be like a basic pose for the sake of showing your work to another artist. The contrast the eyes give. I also like that, Guar. I agree with you. I also like that the eyes are like a slight gray here, and the eye whites area is slightly gray, and like the yellow and the pink look really nice together. Yeah. The nose to brow transition, it can be partially erased with the brow lines going across the top ridge. Like this here. Yeah, I think that are the dots on the line buttons or the bead necklace? It looks like that doesn't look like the necklace to me. That looks like the robe. Yeah. Yeah, clothing is tough, yeah. It depends where Saf wants to go with it. I think for a ref sheet it works. Yeah, I agree that it works as a ref sheet. If I was given this as an artist for a commission, I would have no problem with it, to me. So I think that Sapphire definitely succeeded as it being a ref sheet. If it didn't have the front view, maybe, I mean the side view, maybe you could benefit from having, I'm glad you added the side view is what I'm saying, because I think that it helps the show. But yeah, I think as an artist, it very clearly shows me what I need to see. The side view is very good. The position of everything makes sense. Like I would know how to interpret this if I were drawing this character very, very well. I'd be entirely confident. The only thing I think as a ref sheet, Sapphire, is does the character have a tail or not? I do not know that. And I would also assume if you're making a ref sheet, like if the character is wearing this robe, this is something that you want the character to be drawn in all the time. I would not want to draw the character with a different outfit because I wouldn't be sure if there's different markings underneath. I think that would be my thought. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, I think it is really good. I like to know how the horns look from the front view. The horns look much bigger from the side view. I mean, I see some, I mean, you can nitpick here, but I see how like the layering of the horns might be a little bit different in the front view than the side view. Like, I think that's kind of a nitpick, but Dragonborn don't have a tail, but you can add. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no tail, she's a Dragonborn. Oh, okay. So I play Pathfinder, so I don't know about D&D stuff. Yeah, so if this second one is in between the two, then it should probably be out here. It looks a little bit like these two, bottom and top, are closer together and forward facing by this view, but that is also kind of a nitpick. The eyes are more or less spheres from that side view. And that make them seem nearly flat. Okay. I want to go into paint tool side, bring it inside, do a few like little things with this piece. Is that okay? Let's do some, because Sapphire said the main thing is the metallic. You want to figure out how to make it more shiny, right? Like a metallic cover. Didn't hear Dragonborn when you said that. Morik, get your head out of the gutter. Okay, so I think if we're doing metallics, right? Let's do metallics first. So let's say, oh my god, I haven't used paint tool side in a minute. What are these brushes? Oh, here's my brushes, that's why. Select pen, marker, watercolor. Where are my good brushes at? Okay. We'll do, interesting. All right, we'll do this. So let's say, here's your horn. All right. Here's your dragon horn. Okay. So here's the horns, and you want to figure out how to make these horns more metallic. So the first thing is we have a line layer. We're gonna go underneath. Wait, did I do this layer writing? Yeah, I did, okay. So your base color for a metallic thing, we'll grab this sort of blue, okay? We're gonna go a shade darker than what you want when you start with metallics. When you say metallic, you wanna go a little bit darker as your base. When we look at something that's metallic, you want to think of how the light hits it and how we can kind of make it pop, okay? So, like, you've got this sort of like base here, and the first thing you want to do is maybe like you want to add some. Now, there's a few ways you can do this. You can do a layer on top. You can make it kind of like a shine effect layer, and that really makes it sort of like shiny. Oh, this brush is probably not it. I should have done this in Clip Studio. This demo, that's fun. So using layer effects in your art program, you can kind of make something look shiny right here. Pretty easy. You just add a little bit of this watercolor brush, boom, lighting on the top. But to take it up a notch, we can take a brush and add some lighting at the bottom on either side, okay? And then maybe like some hard highlights here too. Kind of contouring the shape of the horn a little bit. So you've got like whites, you've got, you know, kind of like a glowy effect. For like a little shiny, shady effect thing, you know what I mean? So that's like kind of like a really simple way. Is like base color, talk about reflections too. You can if you want. So like, you know, base color here, base color, and then, you know, shiny part, light here, and then we go even a little bit lighter, and then we do a little underlight there. And that's kind of like the basics of something, making it look like a material. Could you show for the skin too? Yeah, so the skin I would do a little bit differently. So like, when you see this type of highlight here, this really harsh, like light, this looks smooth, like a marble, right? Like, you see how I drew this? This looks smooth. So this is what I would think for like a horn or like something that's like metal. Yeah, chrome. This could even be used for chrome, this kind of like smoothness, right? So you're doing skin, okay? So here's a skin layer. You know, I would do something a little more like matte. I would want it to look a little more matte. So maybe I would do a slightly like less intense highlight tone. And I might take a brush that has a different texture and sort of work with that. So, you know, if I'm doing texture is kind of where I would treat things here. So like if this is like a dragon and there's scales, I would like maybe grab a textured brush, you know, and you don't have to draw every scale, but like a few scales here, you know what I mean? So it's not super shiny. But that's kind of going a little bit, you know, really detailed. You can even just take, you know, go like this and then a little bit lighter here. And what I do a lot of the time is just, you know, really, really simple shading, just like this. You see how it's just like, it's not quite as bright as that. So it looks like there's some light diffusion happening because there's not like a super bright highlight. If you want to make it pop a little more, you want to have like certain parts that are like a little bit brighter, you can add a little bit of that little light sort of highlight thing there. But that's what I would sort of treat differently, is like something that's metallic versus skin, because you want to think of how the light is going to hit the object and diffuse onto the object, right? Yeah, not quite still shiny. Yeah, exactly. Scales that transition to highlights and shadows is a good place where I put a few scales. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you know what? Here's another thing. What I would do, if I can like just kind of do a layer on top here. So if I was doing it, and I'll do this a lot for characters that are like dragons or kobolds if I'm drawing them, because yeah, I'm not gonna draw every single scale. That's freaking crazy. Yeah, I'll take like a few little circles, just like this. Or you can even do a shape that's kind of like not quite a circle, like kind of like a square shape, triangle shapes like this, just so they look like scales, you see? You know? Almost kind of like they're like freckles, kind of, but not quite. You know, you just put them in certain areas. That's it. Yeah, just little blobbies, yeah. And you can see even just that already like really made the character kind of pop more like a, like, oh, you can see like these read as scales. These are cartoon scales, you know what I mean? Those kind of markings. Yeah, don't obsess over scales. I think that's a good idea. But just like a few markings here or there. I'd put them like on the cheeks. I put them on the shoulders, the elbows, that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know, just like put them here and here. That's another kind of style of rendering scaly characters that I see all the time that I think works really well. Ractoony! Welcome on in! Give it a trash! What's up, Teeny? What's up, Coach Carter? Nice to meet you! Welcome! Oh my god, everybody, Ractoony is amazing. Please go check her out. She's so fantastic. Hi, everybody! Welcome on in! Blue Hope Cape, what's up? Welcome on in. Nice to meet you! Hey, everyone! How y'all doing? Thank you for the raid, Rack! How are you? Welcome. How would you do reflections in metal? And that is definitely more advanced stuff. I can kind of go over that here. And Teeny, welcome on, thank you for the follow. Hey y'all, I'm Sky, nice to meet you. We're actually doing, I am a full-time freelance artist and streamer. First off, let me slow down. I got real excited when Ractoony came in. Ractoony's an amazing artist, by the way. Super, super awesome. Thank you, super cute model. Thank you, I made it myself and I rigged it. Thank you. So we're showing off artwork by members of the community today. And the theme today is magic, and we're kind of also, I'm tutorializing. Oh, I'm going over a tutorial of like scales and how to do like a few like light reflections and stuff. But if you're interested in submitting your work, well, come on in, Coach. Thank you for the follow. If you're interested in submitting your artwork for the next showcase, we're gonna announce the theme at the end of the stream. Jump in our Discord. Everyone is welcome to submit. We show it off on stream. If you want to get critique on your work or go over certain things or learn new techniques, we cover that too, and you're welcome to submit. No, of course, please get some rest. Thank you so much for the raid, Rack. It's awesome to see you. You are amazing. I freaking appreciate the heck out of you. Yeah, usually a splash of color. Yeah, so like reflections in metal. I'm actually gonna bring this up here. Hold on. If I Google this, and you look at it and the images here. So like, this is tricky thing to depict. I think this card picture does it really well. So there's areas of extreme light. The image is basically reflected and it's warped. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Pre-Pride Month. Yeah, Pride Month. God, I'm so excited, gosh. Welcome on, nice to meet you. I hope everyone's having a great night and thank you for being here. And thank you so much for the raid. Rag is so awesome. They're so great. Yeah, so like the image in the metal is warped. Okay. It is warped and it's going to be reflected. So drawing a reflection in metal in an illustration, it's a tricky thing to do without drawing a whole other thing in the reflection. Now, there's ways to get around this, right? So you see right here is a good example. You play with extreme darks, extreme lights, and kind of like a smooth shaded area in between. And like the reason I like that with this car, I'll grab this car here. Okay, and we'll go back into Psy and I'll show you this. So the reason that I bring up this car is the car does it really well, right? So like I would take this picture of this car and I would think, okay, this does this reflection in metal really well. And say like you're drawing something and you wanna do reflection in the metal, but you're not sure how to go about it. And so I'm gonna grab this shape here. This is like the base. Oh, I'll actually do it in a layer on top. This color here. And then I'm gonna do like watercolor brush that's smooth. I'm gonna get that here, you know, and then I'm gonna take like a new layer and I'm gonna make it a shine layer. So it's really, really bright. I'm gonna clip it to the top. I'm gonna make like a really shiny thing here. And then I'm gonna do it like also at the ends. You know, and then I might take like this brush and then I might start to kind of like, I don't know. Take this really extreme light here, okay? And sort of play with that. Move that around there. And then I might take like a really dark. And sort of play with the really darks. Okay, so like, yeah, it's definitely tricky doing like metal reflections. But this is sort of, yeah, the complex shapes in Chrome are really weird. But there's definitely ways to kind of like, you know, get around it more quickly if you're doing illustration work. Like my honest opinion, and I've always told you all this, is like, if you've succeeded in your work as an artist, if you've convinced someone like of the thing you've drawn, right? So it doesn't have to be exactly the thing. I made a computer mouse shape. I kind of did, yeah. So it doesn't have to be the exact, it doesn't have to show, you don't have to draw this whole friggin' picture in here. Like that's crazy. Like no one wants to draw that, you know what I mean? But we can play with like this dark, this light, and then sort of like look at the shape. So it's like, you know, you got like darker shape here, bada boom, you know, you got like a lighter shape here, and just sort of like mapping out the shapes and how you see them. To sort of like create this idea of a reflection. So does this make sense to you? Basically, like you don't want to sit there and draw a whole Mona Lisa reflection in every single furry art commission that you're working on. Like ain't nobody got time for that. So you break it down into some basics and you kind of create the idea of that reflection. That would be my best advice, right? And you know, I would refer back to this type of rendering, just smooth with a strong highlight. Your generic metal rendering shape there. Okay. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's go to the next one. Sapphire! Big clap. Thank you for sharing. Sapphire, before we move on, is there anything else that you want me to kind of like go over? I hope that was helpful, the demo. Yeah, I think as a ref sheet, this is very successful as a ref sheet. Like I said, if I was given this as a commission ref, I'd be very happy with this. And it very clearly shows a character. Jack, I'm so glad you could make it to our showcase! Dude! I love you so much, bro. How are you doing? Let's move on to the next one. Let me take a sip of water. I think I'm gonna have dino nuggies to eat for dinners. For dinners, I'm gonna have dino nuggies. Thank you, Sky. It was very helpful. You're very welcome. I'm glad it was helpful. I love helping out. All right, let's see the next one. Oh, I love this one. This one's fantastic. So this next one is not critique requested, but it's really, really great. And I just want to talk about how much I really love this piece. because I'm a huge fan of this next one coming up here. So, not to say I'm not a huge fan of all of them, but this is from Felonious. Okay. So is Felonious in the chat? Are you still here? Because I have so many questions about how you rendered this piece. I really love this. And I want to ask, you're here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I adore this piece here. This is so cool. This is so, okay, so I'm getting ready for work, but I'm here. Heck yeah! I'll have a good night at work. Or at least try to have a bearable night at work. This is so cool. So yeah, isn't this really neat? Felonious, I want to know how you made this piece. Now, the reason I ask it is because this looks a lot like, this looks like a scene in a video game. This looks like an environment. And it really convincingly captures the feeling of like a low poly, early 2000s, late 90s, like dungeon crawler game that I find really aesthetically like pleasing. I love this, you know? After stream, I'd like to ask you a question about your behind the scenes. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to help. Yeah, send me a DM anytime, Sapphire. My DM's open. So I just really love this. I mean, like, this like shape here, it looks like a 3D model that has like textures like added around it. This looks like it was modeled. I can't tell. I honestly, like, I can't tell if this is a 3D model or if this is an illustration. I lean towards illustration, but it captures space really well. Yeah, it feels like a space. The sense of space in this is so strong, and I think you did a great job with it. Henry Stickmin games. I haven't played those. I don't know what those are. I also really love the gem too. It's really stand out and how it's rendered differently. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I love the like isometric view as well, and just like this, it looks like we're in this room. It looks like we're in a room. And let me see what the artist wrote on Discord here. Felonious said, I was hoping to have drawn something new for this, but I'll drop in this piece I did during my first year of college. One of the few pieces I'm proud of. Still, even looking back on it, I could do more with it since it's a bit too symmetrical. Maybe we draw it someday, who knows? This is really cool. I would love to see you tackle this again, Felonious. This is an older piece of yours. I'd love to see you tackle it again because I really love this piece. The colors, the muted purple mixed with like very high contrast, highly saturated blue here is really engaging. I love the like standout red. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Yeah. Yeah, low poly, dude. I could see like a little video game character just like walking right around in this space here. I really feel like doing this is really hard. By the way, if you illustrated this and this is like just drawn, that's really hard to do. You should give yourself a pat in the back, Fel, because this is really great. It's really hard to illustrate a convincing sense of space in an interior. It's a really hard thing to do. So I really do commend you for that. It's really fantastic. I really do love it. Good job! Big clap! Big clap, Felonious! Amazing! Yeah, Laura! We're doing the art share! We brought it back! How you doing? It's nice to see you! Welcome on in! Yeah, this is really great. Woolius! How you doing, Wooly? Nice to see you, by the way. Welcome on back. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is really good. I really like this piece. That's fantastic. That's really, really cool. Yeah, big clap. Big clap. All right, let's see the next piece. It's from So and C. Doing good. I submit the new rep from Mara by downsizing my Discord server collection. Oh, heck, I'm so sorry. Well, if you ever would like to rejoin the server and join our community art showcase again, you can jump on in. You're welcome back anytime you like. This one's from So and C. You used to screenshots from my games. You are totally allowed to submit screenshots from your games, Wooly. Actually, that's totally fine. I encourage like all types of art for these. So like we've seen photo, like editing work. If you want to submit like animation, video work. If you are a game dev and you want to submit game dev screenshots, like absolutely, we could definitely talk about those. That would be awesome to see. You're getting Jello cake. Enjoy your Jello cake. I was just saying, Felonious, I want to ask you, did you illustrate this or is it 3D modeled? I was just really commending the sense of space in here. It's just really fantastic. It's a really powerful piece. Really well done. I really like it. Yeah, so cool. So cool. All right, let's see here. Bum bum bing bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bing bum bum. Let's see.
Oh, big stretch.
10-minute cooldown safety measures? Yeah. Oh, really? Follow bots on the rise again? Really? Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I've anonymized, my follow alerts, and that pretty much makes it very boring for them to do that. And Seribot is a great tool. If you don't have Seribot, Mara, Seribot's great. All streamers in the chat should have Seribot. Lots of playing perspective tools. Yeah, you missed some Procreate. Wow, fantastic, Felonious. I love this piece, and I'd love to see you redraw it. Fantastic work. All right, let's see. The next piece is going to be, I'm scrolling back up, by So-and-C.
Yo, what up?
Oh, this one's cute. Hey, Chikami, nice to see you. Welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. Hello. How's it going? Welcome. We are doing Community Art Showcase today. This one is from Big Mama So-and-C. Welcome on in, friends. Get ready. GMK, how you doing? Welcome on in. Nice to meet you. I'm Sky, and I'm an ADHD-fueled art scrunkly bean. Welcome. I'm usually doing art streams throughout the week, and today is a special stream. We're actually doing a community art showcase where we're showcasing work by members of the wonderful community here. Welcome on in, and anyone is welcome to join. We're gonna announce the next showcase, theme at the end of the stream. We'll vote on it, and then we'll have it in like about a few weeks. I'm gonna do them a little bit less frequently now, probably like once a month, just so we have time for people to submit work. We were doing them like every other week before, every week, but it was a little bit hard for people to get work in. Welcome. Trikami, how was your stream? It's so nice to see you. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. Thank you. GMK, nice to meet you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's get a shout out for a heckin' awesome raider. Thank you for raiding. You are so awesome. Let's talk about this piece here. By So-and-C, I moved the wrong thing over on the wrong window. There we go. I want to brush her hair. Okay, and is this one critique requested? Yeah, my first D&D character, a wild magic sorcerer, So-and-C says. My critique requested. Okay, cool. All right. So, let me make myself a little smaller so you can see better. Nice to meet you. Take care, GMK. Take care. Good luck with errands. Thank you for coming by. Have a wonderful night. Zara, nice to see you. For utterly selfish reasons, I proposed tartan as a theme. Tartan. That's interesting. Like the pattern? That's very specific. What about patterns? Could be a cool theme, Zara. I would be down with that. I don't think we've done that before. Stream was okay, but I'll actually raid one. Hey, 2 a.m. is very late. Please go get yourself some din and some sleep. Thank you for the raid. It's so nice to see you. Thank you, Try. Have a good night. So let's talk about this piece by So-and-C. So I'm seeing, I really love the texture and the background and sort of like this kind of like, sort of like patterning here. I really enjoy that. It's kind of like, I can't tell if it's like, it's not really, it's kind of snow-like, but it's also kind of light-like. So I sort of really like that. I'm really engaged with that. And that sort of pattern texture thing really helps with the character pop out from the background. Let's see. I like how the character is standing on the ground too. Actually, you see how the feet are actually really well done, and that this foot is slightly behind the other foot, and that can be a tricky thing. A lot of times you'll see the 2 feet look like they're on the same ground, but this actually has a really good sense of perspective and angle with how the feet are. I sort of wish the grass wasn't covering the feet, because I think you actually did a great job with placement of them. The non-casting hand looks awkwardly placed. Yeah, it's definitely a good critique there, Brad. Yeah, definitely. This has the sort of like, not sure where to put this arm in the pose type thing, so we're just gonna hide it behind the body, you know? Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm guilty of that. I think all of us in the chat who are illustrators have done this at some point, right? We've done that. Let's hide the hand behind the body thing, because we don't want to draw the hand. So that's definitely a thing. Yeah. Posing arms is annoying. It can be for sure, Fel. Absolutely. The choice for which parts get colored lines versus black is interesting. Yeah, I do find that interesting. I think the line coloring is also successful, because if all the lines were black, I think it would be a little too bold and a little too samey. So I think this looks really good because it makes the clothes look softer. The effect of colored lines is it softens the shape and the form that you're working with. So like in effect, basically this looks like a lot softer than this stuff up here. This looks a lot harder and more edgy, hard edges. I think I like the way the shading is done here and like kind of on here. I'm wondering about like the choice of this line here and like how the clothing is wrapped around the body. So like, I would think about how clothes fit, right? So if this character is wearing a dress, then we wouldn't see the dress be tucked in underneath the stomach like this, unless they were wearing a belt or an accessory that would cause this to happen. Then I would make that a little more apparent by creating a belt right here is probably what I would do, right? So I think that and like the belly button here, like I would think that like this looks a little bit just like a tummy rather than a piece of clothing that would drape over the body. And by doing sort of this shape, I think this shape down here looks a little flat and it doesn't really have the feeling of like a dress, you know? Yeah, like having the line not connected suggests the belly. Yeah, exactly. I would just kind of like, you could even just erase this line, erase the belly button. I think that would be fine. But I think just looking at different, you could even search up like models of like people with a certain body type that you want to draw for your character and see like how clothes fit, right? So like how a dress would fit. That's what I think. I think like up here, this is fine up here. But then, yeah, I do wonder about that and like why the line is there if this is like a one-piece dress, you know? I think, let me see here. Let me read the chat. Hi, Foams, thank you for the head pad. How you doing? Nice to see you. Do we have any other critique from the chat? Does anyone else want to add anything? So let's see the artist. Do you want to add anything onto this piece here? Do you have anything that you feel like was successful or wasn't, and what you want to focus on for critique for this piece? You know, what are you feeling like, So and See? Do you feel like, is there any other questions that you had? So and See, I also want to add, this is it. Like, I'm critiquing this, but I remember because even a year ago when you were in the community art showcases, your work has improved a lot, and you're doing something a lot bigger with this piece than you used to do, and I'm really proud of you for that. Can you flip horizontal? I can't because I'm on. I can't actually. Let me put it on my paint tool side. We'll do that. Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, so this is another thing. When you flip horizontal, you can see that this side of the canvas looks really awkward. The composition looks really awkward because of that. This happens a lot whenever if you draw something and you don't flip it. Do you see what I mean? Oops. You see what I mean there with the flip? Parts of the torso and the breast feel like pushed up a little. Yeah, it does look a little bit pushed up. I would say that for sure. I think the type of clothing with the way that it's rendered is a little confusing, right? And so Sonia wants to ask about the background. I'm gonna bring back this other view because I think it's a little bit better. So I think there's a lot of different brush effects. The first thing I noticed is a lot of digital brush effects happening in the background. And when we do work in digital art, we have to think about how can we make our art feel tactile and real, because art isn't real. Essentially, digital art is just pixels and it's not real. But the way that we work with textures can help the digital art feel more real. Faye! Thank you for the raid! Nice to see you! Welcome on in! You're streaming! Everybody stop what you're doing really quickly. Please go drop a follow to Faye! They are so heckin' amazing. I really appreciate them and I love them and they're awesome and they're a stream being and they're super rad. How's it going, Faye? It's nice to see you. Where are you streaming today? Everyone welcome on in. If you're new here, I'm Sky. Nice to meet you. And today, we're showing off artwork by members of the community. Kitsuna, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my God. We're coming up on your piece pretty soon too, I believe. Welcome. So we do these community art showcases about once a month now, and everyone is welcome to join. We're gonna announce the theme. We're gonna vote on the theme at the end of the stream, and we're gonna have the new theme be probably like second or third week in June for the next community art showcase. It'll be really cool. So everyone is welcome to submit your art. All types of artists and all sort of like, you know, levels of practice of artists are welcome to join. So don't feel that you can't join. Even if you're brand new at art, I encourage you to join. And you can also request critique on your work and we can all go over it together. Outer Wilds, nice. I've seen some playthroughs of that. It looks pretty cool if you like Fallout. I feel like that's a good game, right? Okay. Let's see. Kitsuna! Kitsuna says, I wonder if the tilting of the hue of the background towards the warmer side of green would help make the purple magic stand out more. Yeah, so I think that's a really good eye right there from Kitsuna. The hue of the green of the background feels very similar to the dress, right? Skunkin', Saturday night skunkin', Sunday night skunkin'. So, the colors are pretty desaturated, right? And I would think, how can we play with colors to kind of make this piece a little more, to pop a little more? I would say, okay, I'm gonna go into Clip Studio or Psy here. I'm gonna do a little thing. Oh, can we get an ad pause timer? Hold on, oh my god, I have too many tabs open. I cannot pause the ads. I do not know how to do it. Okay, I think I can do it. Hold on. I have so many tabs open right now. Sorry, I'm trying to like go to my other tabs so that we can pause ads, and I'm struggling. I don't know if there's a mod in here you can pause ads. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, whoever did that. Thank you. Okay. So thank you, Sips. Thank you. So I'm gonna do a little example, okay? So I'm gonna highlight the character really roughly. This is gonna be really rough because I'm just trying to show you like colors, okay? So I'm gonna lasso around the character. Okay, and now I'm gonna invert that to the outside. I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna actually like paint bucket fill with like a blue. Now you see how if we take the blue, if we make the background like a little bit more of a cool color, and then we can even do something like this, and we can make the character a little more warm, you know? So you can kind of play with color tones, is basically what I'm getting at, right? Yeah, so you can kind of play with the color tones here. So we even take like a green, you know, or like maybe like a light blue. But you can kind of like mess with that. You can even take a layer up top and we can do like a shine layer. And so these like these kind of lights here coming in, we can just kind of amp up the color a little bit, and we can make them like a little more, you know what I mean? Like kind of like really play with color. And you can take your tool and you can mess with the filter, color adjustments, hue and saturation. You can mess with the hue of these, right? So we can change the hue, and it really changes the mood of the piece. It's incredible. Yeah, but it's literally, all I did was do like 3 things that you could do too. This takes literally no technical skill at all, what I just did. Like anyone can do this. This is literally just experimenting. So I bring this up and I do this demo because you can see how easy it is to transform a piece based on color, right? And playing with light and color. I mean, shit, you make a new layer, you make it a gradient, and you just pop that in right that. You set this to shine, and then bam, you know what I mean? You change the color a little bit. I don't like it, so I think it looks kind of weird. So I want to change the hue. I want to turn the saturation up or down, you know what I mean? Now it's like all bloomy and cool looking. Exactly, yeah, play with color, play with light. Yeah, the cooler vibe, the magenta lights. Yeah, it's like it's dusk all of a sudden, and this totally changes the mood of the piece. Whereas like, I think without it, it feels like a forest, but it doesn't feel like it has like a particular place or time of day. But then when we change that, it's like dark. Really, one of the easiest things that I do all the time with my art, and I still do, like take an overlay layer, grab a blue, literally paint bucket blue over the whole last thing. Bam, nighttime, instant nighttime. Take a new layer on top, set it to shine, and get some lights like an orange or something. Bam, light streaks. Look at that. It's so easy, it's free real estate. Boom. That already looks so cool, you know what I mean? Literally just like, these are 2 simple things that like do nothing, you know what I mean? You don't have to do anything for it. You want to get more intense, you could add shading like this on the face, you know? You could add it like here. You know what I mean? You could add it on the tail. You can make this like kind of orb thing, have like light like this, and then you can make the light like reflected like that, you see? On the character. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that you can do here. Playing with light and color, but it's so easy, and it's super fun to mess with, and it's super easy to do. So yeah, I'd say like push it, you know? Yeah, grayscale filter is actually a great idea. So like you take this piece that we have right here, and then we're gonna actually grayscale it because I want to see what it looks like in grayscale. Okay, so you can see in grayscale right here, like, it looks a little bit like what we need to push, what you need to push for your next piece here is the whites, right? So like if I make a new layer and I set it to shine, I'm just making it white. Like you want to push your highlights, okay? Push your highlights a little bit. I think the highlights need to be pushed a little bit to show sort of like the values, you know what I mean? And like, you know, if this is a dress, like, you know, get some fabric lines up in there, you know what I mean? But yeah, push the whites a bit so that we see more values coming up. Hi, Frog, nice to see you. How you doing? Welcome on in. And I think the dress thing I was talking about, I would just do something like this to handle this dress sort of situation here. You just kind of do that. Boom. You know? And then draw some of the fabric lines here. Bam. You know what I mean? That's all. See, and you can kind of just draw a little bit of like accentuating where the body is with just a few lines, and it kind of, you know, makes it look more like it reads more like the dress that you're going for. Yeah, grayscale would actually be really cool. Vegan for the animals! High five! For Pee-Pee! I love to see it. Big clap. Big clap. We love to have new vegan friends up in here. How you doing, Vanilla? Welcome on in. And Frog, how are you? Welcome. It's nice to see you. Frog's amazing. I love rim lighting. Oh my gosh. I don't think we have the Y vegan command anymore. I think we got rid of that. I am like I'm super into the dramatic lighting for no reason. It makes everything look better. I eat plant. Oh, that's the new command. There you go. Hell yeah, Vanilla Pee-Pee. Welcome on in. Vanilla Pee-Pee. Do you know we have a whole server full of amazing vegan streamers? If you don't know about it, now you know. You're welcome to join. The Stream Beans, my stream team, is all vegan streamers. I encourage you to go and meet some heckin' awesome other vegan content creators on Twitch there. Yeah. Yeah, grayscale with a single accent color. Yeah, so I think this is all like kind of how I would kind of approach things for the next piece. Don't see. This is really cool. What's a bean check? It's exclamation point bean check. Exclamation point a bean check. Bean check. Oh, Vanilla, you might have come from Faye's stream. That makes sense. So then you know about the stream beans. You know about those stream beans. You know about those stream beans. All right, so I'm thinking. Should I take a little breakies for the ad break? Pancake. Let's see how many more we got. We have Kitsunas. Oh yeah, Kitsunas is really good. Okay, so we have a couple more to go through. Let's see. Okay. You're not very normal today? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think we'll take a little breakies at the ad break. And then we'll tackle the last batch. We might have like 2 more before, yeah, 2 more batches. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch left. I don't want to rush through Kitsunas because Kitsunas is amazing. Amazing! And Frog, how have you been? What you been working on lately? Your art is so fantastic, Frog. And this is our little beautiful piece here made by Am, by the way. I love this. She did an amazing job. I'm good at hustling my comic colors, part-time job, regular full-time job. So what happened to that job with the AI thing? Did you quit that job where they wanted to like steal your art to train an AI engine? That's really cool. I am so low-key, like, I wish I understood how my colleagues in like the quote-unquote real art world got jobs in creative fields, because like I've never worked for an employer as an artist. I've only worked for myself. I've never worked for anyone else. I feel like that's gotta be hard to get into. I guess like it kind of out of school. If you're out of school and you have connections, that's probably how you do it, you know? Yeah, I switched jobs working for an airline as a designer now. What? That is so amazing. Oh my God, you're so successful. Wow, let's go, Frog. Wow, airline designer? Damn, that's like a big shot job. That's awesome. Good for you. Let's go. I got a cat on me. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of a breakies. A break skis. Sorry, I closed words out, so you guys gotta start again. I'm sorry. I did fail you all. I closed the voids out. Hi, Pancake. Make myself tiny in the corner. I might go start up some nuggies for myself. wait until Tuesday to do some trad art, y'all. I'm so excited to draw more trad art. I've been obsessed with traditional art lately. I want to do more and more and more of it. Really trying to get all the job hats before I leave uni. You're still in university and you're doing like design work for an airline? Holy shit. Girl, you're awesome. Get it. Get it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna take a quick minute during the ad breaky here. Thank you all for hanging out during the community art showcase, by the way. Thank you. Is this still working, this little ads thing? Yeah, it is. Cool. There we go. I got one word, arts. Hey, I'll be right back. Self-care break. Hi, Janet. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Where did the music go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Asses. Noise. Noise. Hi, Pesto. Thank you. Thank you, Devani. Internet, how are you doing? Snipper. I got a little snack bar because I figured I don't want to make a whole ass meal. I'm still streaming, you know? A whole ass meal.
Game over.
All right. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay. Next one. Oh, Kitsuna! Kitsuna. Kitsuna Okami. Wait, are there 2 O's in Kitsuna Okami, or am I crazy? I think there's 2 O's, but I'm not sure. There's 1 O. Oh, so beautiful! Critique requested. So beautiful! Oh my god, I love this so much. I love this so much. Kitsuna says, critique requested a pair of my OCs merging their magic. I know. Remember how we were just absolutely stunning? I know. Remember how we were just talking about the use of color and contrast, color contrast to make a piece pop? And this is a great example of that. I mean, really right here, you have this beautiful bright yellow light. The effect of the magic itself looks phenomenal. The glow effect looks great. And then you have down here a character dressed in purple and a more purple background. And this purple and the yellow work so well together. Like the warm, it's like a warm, it's a nice warm purple, and you have this nice like yellow up here. And it's just, oh, it looks so good. Yeah, it's a really fun contrast. I absolutely love it. Also, the composition, fan-friggin-tastic composition. Fan-freaking-tastic. I love this composition so much. Yeah, like ice and fire is so great. Sorry, I'm crunching on this little snack too. I need a little bit of munch. What are y'all thinking, chat? And Kitsuna, can I ask you, since you're here, what aspects do you want to focus on? Or do you feel like you need to improve on if you're critiquing this yourself? Not only the magic and hair color, costume, even the skin color. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It's fantastic. Yeah. Your piece is amazing too, So-and-See. Your piece is amazing too. Everyone's piece is amazing. Anatomy, Kitsuna says. Okay. First off, you picked an incredibly ambitious pose to work on anatomy. Standouts. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna zoom into these areas right here. This area right here in the chest, fan-friggin-tastic. This is amazing. This looks great. Very, very great. Very well done. Looks really great. Love it. Also a standout, the hands a bit in the back here. Oh, you can't see because my big ass face is in the way. Hold on. The hands at the bottom there, that's also fantastic. I love how you did that. Looks really well done. Yeah, it's a really hard pose. Yeah, this is an original wild shot. Yeah. Damn. This is so ambitious and so good. Something about this arm, I think, is if I had to really nitpick, I think the arm here, I think maybe, and like this connection right here, it feels a little bit like maybe couldn't figure out the arm, yeah.
Yo, what up?
I think that. Hi, Sunny, welcome on in, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. How's it going? What we're doing our community art showcase. Sorry, I'm snacking a little snackies. I'm a little hungies. Yo, what up? Hello, Sunny and friends. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hello. We're doing a community art showcase today, and we're showcasing artwork by members of the community. This one is by Kitsuno Kami, amazingly talented artist. And feel free to jump in and join with critique, because critique is requested in this piece. How you doing? How are you streaming? What were you streaming? I should ask. What were you streaming? Not how are you streaming. What were you streaming? Thank you for the raid, Sunny and friends. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Sky. Nice to meet you. Pine, nice to see you. It's been a minute, King Pine. How have you been? Summer says I can only think of one thing I can see. It would be the eye on the blown one. It's hard to see from the distance what the eye is doing. It looks like the eye's looking back at this character here. Maybe point it down a little bit more, but yeah. Do you want to share? What'd you finish? Yeah, I didn't find any ref. Yeah, this is very impressive. So I think that the anatomy critique I would give would be the arm here. Honestly, I think maybe it's a little long. I'm trying to figure out what it is here. I think it's a little bit long, and I also think that I think the shading makes it feel a little bit bigger than it really is, a little flat, I think, because this whole area is like kind of flat here. I think if the shading was a little more rounded, so it creates like a rounded shape, I think that could really help it. And I think that the joint here looks a little confusing. It looks almost like the character might have like a ball joint, like a doll ball joint. So I think the issues with the anatomy really could be fixed by just like changing the rendering, honestly. Maybe like a little bit smaller forearm, but yeah. And the arm of the forearm seems a little short. Really? I feel like this forearm does not seem short to me. This forearm? This seems long to me. Nice, Sunny! Congrats on finishing some emotes. That's awesome. I realized that the white of the eye was not the one with white of the Y, so maybe that's just my bad. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it looks like the character's looking back. They have black instead of white in their eye. Yeah. Oh, the bicep part. Yeah, honestly, I'm just trying to think of how I would depict this, and I think another critique I would give. Let me go into one more thing here. If I zoom in, and my God, your painting is so good, Kitsuna. So I'm really nitpicking because you're asking for critique, and I know you do because you want to improve. Oh my God, the texture up here is phenomenal. Love your use of texture. By the way, I just want to go out and say this. Kitsuna uses Krita, or Krita, however you say it. And it's a totally free art program. And I just want everyone to just take note of how awesome this art program is, because it's totally free. And it kind of kicks every other paid program's ass. So if you're not on the Krita train yet, I encourage you to hop on that Krita train. It feels like the elbow would jut out a little more from the forearm, also tilt back. Yeah, since the height is different and the angle is super, it's a really hard angle. Really hard angle. Hey, Respect, thank you. Welcome on in. Okay, so my other part of critique here for Kitsuna, and it wouldn't necessarily be critique also, but it's commenting on how really ambitious this pose is, and this angle is amazing. First off, kudos. The face rendering and the portraiture on both skin types is phenomenal. I just want to take a note of that too. So you see on the character who has lighter skin, a mixture of beige and peach colors to kind of show like a little bit of redness and warmth in the skin tones. The lips look really, really well rendered. And you see here with the character with the darker skin tone too, it's not just like, it doesn't feel flat. It doesn't feel boring. Like the skin tone is treated like in a way that's interesting because you have these cool shadow highlights happening here that work really, really well with the dark brown sort of shadows and lowlights. I think that my critique of the face here would be to see a little bit more contrast, especially in the nose area, to kind of pull that nose out, because it does feel like a little bit soft right here, I think. So that would be maybe like a little more contrast and a little more bold, kind of just like bringing that nose and that mouth out with a little more focus, I think, you know? Yeah, this does feel like that. God, the chains look amazing. You did an incredible job, Kitsuna. You always do really, really, incredibly ambitious poses, and you absolutely like just blow it out of the park every time. I've seen your art just get better and better. Every piece I see you do is just better and better. Can I also say the hair rendering is just fantastic? Like, look at this hair. Look how beautiful. And look at how many different colors are in the hair. I mean, you've got red, you've got a cool shading here, you've got, you know, light highlights, you've got kind of like a darker grayish, like low light there. You've got red down here. There's just so many different colors in this piece, and the mastery and the thoughtfulness that went into your color choices is very fantastic. Like I said, this blue sort of like rim lighting on the face here. Oh my God, it looks so good. Oh my God, it looks so good.
Oh, big stretch.
Okay, let me see if I can try and figure out this angle. This is a really hard angle. I don't know if I will even be able to figure this out, to be totally honest with you, but I will pull it in the side and I will try. I will give it a shot. Let me stretch here. God, this is so good. Oh my God. Yeah, I think the arm. I think it's the arm. I think the arm is a little big, maybe. So, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna layer. I'm gonna slap a white layer on top, and I'm gonna just like make this the kind of paper, the separator. I'm gonna do a little like kind of tracing, like a redlining thing. So, if I was drawing this, I think about, make this a little bit lighter there. Yeah, I would think about the angle, the planes here. Yeah, and so this arm is a tricky one. I would probably do something like that. You know, maybe even like that. A little bit of a, sort of different angle there, you know? That's a really, really hard one though. It's a really incredibly ambitious pose. Yeah, forearm to head ratio. It's really hard. This is a difficult pose. Yeah. Actually, I wonder then maybe like some neck up here. Like that. Maybe. This is a tough one, Kitsuna. I applaud you because even I'm like trying to figure out how I would depict this here. But that's probably what I would think for that kind of angle. Maybe is maybe I think I turned the face a little bit too much. Yeah. The arm feels shorter for shortening. Yeah. I think it does. I actually think Rico is right. I think it feels fine. It's a hard pose. I think if you went and you changed the shading a little bit in the arm, I think that would help a lot. Let's see. Japanese vegan snacks in the Discord. Oh my God. That's exciting. I'm gonna check that out. If we change the shading a little bit. Yeah. I think that makes a difference if you change the shading. Also, if we sort of get rid of this bit here. And the shading. Like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm nitpicking hard, Kitsune. I'm trying. You know? Phenomenal. Phenom work. Yeah, and I don't even know. I don't even want to touch the face, actually, because I'm giving you a critique on it, but it looks so perfect. Maybe, like, bringing up this, arm a little bit like that, maybe. Dog, I don't know. This pose is crazy. Yeah! I took the arm spin to share the results. Yeah, I would love to see it! Oh my God, your work's so amazing. So freaking amazing! Big clap. Did you know that Kitsuna streams? If you didn't, you should all go be following her. Yeah. These types of pieces are hardest to critique because they're so great and you're blown away by it, but you really gotta look at it and analyze, you know? Okay. I ate all my snack. All right, next piece. Oh, one of my favorite artists. Stone Rabbit. Stone Rabbit here. Whoops. Let's move this over. Let me change the art credit here. Stone is one of my favorite artists in the furry fandom. I've followed his art for a long time. I love his art. Shickles, nice to see you. It's going great today. We're doing the community art showcase for everyone who submitted their work on the Discord. Yeah, I love Stone's work. No mana, no problem, Stone says. This is not critique request. We're just gonna show this off. Yeah, attach gun to staff. I like that. Yeah, no mana, no problem. I love Stone's art so much. He's an artist that I've been like following on FA for like years and years and years, like really over a decade. Fantastic work. You can find him on FA, Stone Rabbit. You can find him on, I think, all the other socials also, Stone Rabbit. Really great, really awesome. I love, look at the lines. It's so like clean. It's so complete. All of his work feels like really great, like comic book. Like it's really, really nice. It just feels so, so crispy, so crispy. I'm eating some savory oats with salsa and beans. That sounds really good. Savory oats with salsa and beans, I like that. I like that. Wave your arm across your desk so I can estimate the untidiness. My arms across my desk. What are you asking me to do, Quick Six? You can't see because I don't have my arms. I just have these nubs. I just got nubs, quick. I just got nubs. Welcome on in. Oh yeah, you know what else about Stone Rabbit? He does Halloween commissions every year, and every year I've been missing them for the past like 3 years because they fill up super fast when he opens, but his Halloween character commission art is my favorite. I love it so much. Yeah, webcomics, yeah. Okay, I can tell you how untidy my desk is. Oh, excuse me, I hiccup. It's a little bit of a mess, quick, I'm not gonna lie. I got like a med bottle, I got a snack wrapper, a bunch of fidget toys everywhere, hair ties, I got a tape measure for some reason, some GoPro stuff strewn about, a bunch of art supplies. I mean, it's not like terrible, but it's a little bit of a mess. I've been meaning to kind of tidy it up a little more. Yeah, I did fail. I admit it. I need to get like a desk organizer probably for my art supplies, honestly. My second half of my desk is for my trad art stuff. All right, let's see the next one. Clap for Stone. Ooh, Jack's up next. Ooh. Okay, this is cool. So this is, okay, symbolic magic route and made a pagany thing. Let's see. Let's change the artist credit up here. Jack, you're here! Artist. Jack Fix, 3,000. 3,000! Can stay for more than like 2 minutes. Okay. So Jack says, yeah, took a more symbolic magic route and made a pagany thing he wrote the poem to. Oh, there's a video time lapse. That's so cool. So we have 2 different versions. We have like kind of an uncolored version and we have a colored version. Okay, we have a poem. I'm gonna read it. The maiden, mother, and crone. 'Tis the moon's 3 faces. What hath the pale light shown? Our tapestries she traces. To us life she gives, 'tis known, for her love is in all places. To dust her wind hath blown, are all she erases. The maiden, mother, and crone. Oh, that's really cool. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay, so mother here, maiden here, and then crone here. And it looks like they accord to the 3, they relate to the 3 different like kind of cycles of the moon here. So like a new moon, a full moon, and a waning moon, full moon, and waxing moon. Is that right? Like new moon, big moon, moon that's old moon. Yeah, I don't understand. So if I had to take an analogy of this piece, the maiden, the younger girl here, she's the maiden. she's represented by the new moon, right? A cycle of the moon. The mother is probably the full moon, right? And like the core of the cycle, you know, like kind of maybe the essence of like life and birth and that type of thing and the continuation of life. And the crone, she's an older woman here, and she's the it's waning moon, so she's the moon that's kind of at the end of its cycle, right? Did I get that interpretation right? I like that a lot. That's really cool. Okay, and then let's see. And then you got, you know, I like the lines more, I think. I think I like it more without the color. Mother, the maiden, and scone. Yeah. Yeah, the mother is full with the babe, but also the roundest of the three. Yeah, yeah. Well, she's pregnant, and then she's the full moon. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. So I think I like. Yeah, the colors of lascious effort. Yeah. So the thing I'm seeing about the colors here, it looks like it was paint bucket filled up into the line, but the line isn't laying on top of the color, and so you're seeing the white of the canvas through the line. Oh, you gotta go? Okay, I'll keep going over it so you can watch in the VOD later. I love you, dude, so much. Thank you for submitting. I love Jack. He's amazing. He's such a good friend. So the white of the canvas is showing through the lines here, and it doesn't have a feeling that they were like fully colored in. And you're getting some weird like artifacting here too, almost like it might have been the same layer. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think it's like kind of like just like a thing. So when you fill in the lines, are we gonna see the video? Yeah, actually, let's watch the video. That's a really good idea. Let's watch the video here.
Hi, welcome to Jack Fex's Art Journey.
Yeah,
I'm Jack Fex.
Jack Fex's Art Journey.
Today's episode is all
which,
about
by the way,
I'm doing for my
you should all go.
Tack Racks community.
That's me. You should all go. You should all go sub to Jack.
Really awesome Twitch channel, which you guys should go check out. And he does these community art showcases.
That's cute.
You know, people from the chat and the community upload
Yeah.
stuff, and then we get it critiqued or not.
Oh, this is adorable.
And just kind of showcased. And
Okay, so we can see the process here. This is interesting.
For anyone,
Oh, hold on. Pause it. You know what? This right here. Wait, where was it? What, this right here where the text on the poem is handwritten, this handwritten text, I way prefer the handwritten text. Yes, it is super messy, but it is super visceral, and I feel like the visceral nature of this handwritten text matches the kind of the meaning and the piece a lot more than the type font here. I really like the handwritten text. I would have kept
for
that.
anyone, but for beginners like
Yeah,
me,
this is super meta. I love it.
someone of Sky's caliber, you know, show me stuff.
Oh my god, stop shutting me out.
That I do well and don't do well and all
Jack.
that. So it's really
Everyone, can you do me a favor and go help out Jack, please? Go drop a like and a comment to help his video get more traction, please. He's starting out on YouTube and documenting his whole art journey, and it's really awesome.
Moon symbolism.
Okay.
Decided to go for a kind of.
There's a lot of layers here.
Kind of loose symbol magic kind of thing.
There's so many layers. Okay.
It's an interesting idea for me. I grew up in a very, very Protestant Christian household, and there's not.
I love these videos. Like, comment, subscribe.
In the stories and the symbolism when it comes to Christianity, a lot of fathers and sons and spirits, but not a lot of femininity.
Yeah.
And I was decoding from a lot of that.
Can you guys hear it? Is it turned up enough?
Other spiritual systems and faith systems.
This is really cool.
Kind of thing. I
like this.
Found it difficult, even troubling, to kind of come to grips with femininity in these ways. And I don't know if I have a great idea of it now, but stuff like this has definitely helped me.
That's really cool.
Understand it a little bit better, maybe. Anyways, I wrote this poem to go along with it.
Yeah.
The maiden, mother, and crone, as the moon's three faces, what hath the pale light shown? Tapestry she traces.
This is really cool.
To us, life she gives, 'tis known. For her love is in all places. To dust her wind hath blown. Our all she erases.
Yeah.
The maiden, mother, and crone. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.
That's really cool. Oh, I love that. I love that. So I really like to see the exploration of I'll put music back on and go back and look at this here. So I really love to see this type of exploration of theming and work. And I also really love, hang on, I'm gonna lower this a little bit. This is like too loud for me. This is still too loud for me. I need like chill music right now. I need like Animal Crossing. Nintendo Supermarket music. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we don't see the process. Yeah, I really like how Jack showed the process here. I think that's really, really cool. So, you know, if we go through and you can kind of see the process. I also really like that, like in his videos, he's talking about not just creating the artwork, but also like why the subject, right? What was he trying to explore as an artist with this subject, you know? And this is something that I think is really important to think about. Like, why do we make art? Honest to goodness question for everyone in chat. Like, why do you make art? Why do you do it? Like, what do you want to get from it? And so in this piece, and by doing this piece, you might look at it and think, well, that's really strange. I don't really understand like what's going on. There's these women, there's the moon, I don't get it. But like, you have to think about like, what is the artist trying to achieve with the piece, right? In this case, like Jack was trying to explore, you know, like a pagan lens view of femininity. And what does that mean, you know? And that's like a totally new area for him to explore. Self-expression, exactly, for fun, exactly. These are all valid reasons. There's no wrong reason. These are all good reasons. And so we want to think about like the meaning and intention behind our work. Not just in the process, but also like what we want to get out of each piece. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to get out of it? Yeah, I want to get the ideas in my head out to the world and share them with people and maybe touch people. That's a great idea. That's wonderful. Exactly. Make an art to join the fun. Yeah. So I think like thinking about all of these things is really important. And I really love, I love how in the video, like he talks about the exploration of these different themes in the work. And I think like, that's another thing too with the community art showcases. I want to encourage y'all to explore themes that you might otherwise not explore, right? So like we have it themed so that you can make something and get a jumping off point, but also like get yourself thinking about like, why do I want to make this piece? What do I want to get from it? What do I want to learn from it? What do I want to learn about myself through my art is also really important. I really, really love this piece. And yeah, critique, I really would have kept the handwritten text. Going back to critique, I think the handwritten text that I saw in the video, like right at this frame here, looked really nice. I really like the handwritten text. Yeah, it's a really good idea. Yeah, exactly. Using art as a way to kind of think and explore, introspect on ourselves and on life is really important. Even though like I sit around and I just draw cute, funny, furry cartoons all day, you know, I still don't want to lose sight of that either. You know, even when I'm drawing something cute and fun, and the purpose of my art is to make people happy and for fun, like I still want to think about like, what do I want to gain from this piece? What do I want to think about when I'm making this piece? You know, what decisions do I want to make? These are all really important things. The text I would have kept handwritten. I really liked it. And I think for the final piece, so Jack, if you're watching this from the VOD, what I would think about for your next piece is to turn this music down. There we go. What I would think about for your next piece would be, I would push exploring just line work. This piece is interesting because without the color, it feels like a coloring book feeling. And you could even take the lines, you can push a little bit further in either direction, right? So, oh, Sio, nice to see you, dear. How you doing? I showed your piece off earlier. It is fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. How are you? Well, come on in. So we're talking about Jack Fex's piece here. This is really interesting, exploring the ideas of like womanhood through the 3 stages of the moon, and also like kind of like more of a pagan, through a pagan lens, which is very different and a cool new lens for the artist to explore. So Jack, my thought would be too, you can take this and you can push it in another direction. You can push it to have more lines and have more detail. Also, you have a strong sense of shape. I think your senses of shape and the poses here is really powerful, and you can even become more minimalistic. You could even drop back and focus on shape and exploring like how does shape interact with like the floor, the negative space here. I also want to say some of the strongest parts of the drawing. The feet are angled really well, and it's very believable this foot is back a little bit and they're not in the same line, which is good. It makes the character really feel like she's standing on the ground. She doesn't have toes, but that's okay. Toes are hard to draw. But this is like a really interesting, you really see that she looks like she's facing this way. Oh, you guys can't see because of my topping. The woman here really feels like she's facing towards the moon, even though you don't see her face because of the way the lines are weighted and the way the lines are like kind of pointing here. So you did a really great job at creating the sense of what's happening without really going into too much detail. And so that's why I would say like maybe exploring more minimalism would be interesting to see. I loved it so much. Oh, see, I was saying how much I love your art, and you really captured the 90s aesthetic of anime so well. 90s and 80s stuff, it's so good. Yeah, coloring page with the activity thing. Maybe that could be a cool theme for a art showcase. Hi, Pop! Nice to see you! Yeah, Community Day! Community Day, the theme is magic. Yeah, this is a really cool piece. I think, and I love the video accompaniment. And here, everyone, just take a second, and if you can you guys go drop a sub to my friend Jack here? So Jack is doing videos, basically exploring his whole art journey from like literally step one, like literally from the very beginning of learning to do visual art. And he's already come so far, and he's improving so much. It's amazing to see. So I really highly recommend this video series if you're interested in following someone else who's on that art journey. He does a lot of videos that are like, you know, drawing speed paints. You can see he's kind of talking about his process and kind of like going through and doing different sketches every single day. But this is something that if you're in the chat and you're like thinking to yourself, wow, I wish I could draw. Like, it's so cool to see artists. I wish I could do this. You all need to follow Jack. He's really great, and he's really going from the very beginning. It can show you that if you work at something every day, you can come a long way. It's just a learning process like anything else. It's just a massive learning process. Anyway, this is freaking awesome. I want to give a big clap to Jack. He's awesome. How you doing today? Osu, how you doing today? Coloring books. I need to work on my coloring book. All right. We have a few more here. This next one is from Camuel's awesome. Oh, we got a spooky October pumpkin piece. I love to see it. Love spooky October pumpkin piece. Camuel's awesome. Let's change the artist credit here. Whoa, I can't type today. Midge, great to see you. How you doing? Pop, you're doing good? Heck yeah. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. Okay, and this one is no critique. So we're just gonna look at it and behold this pumpkin in all of its awesomeness. Welcome on in, Midge. We're doing Community Art Showcase. If critique is on, then we can talk about it and give critique for the piece. If it's off, we're just gonna observe it and look at it and say the things that we like about it. The mood's awesome. Pumpkins are awesome. Oh, I love the windows and the pumpkin house. The human instinct to see faces. Oh, there's definitely a face here for sure. Oh, and I love the little witch down here too. She's tending to her little pumpkins. Callus, hello. Is it morning for you? Then good morning. It's night for me, but time zones are weird like that. How you doing, Callus? Nice to see you. Having a super chill day with homemade flatbread. Oh, that sounds so good, man. I know, isn't that cool, Hot Cocoa? It looks so cozy. It looks so cozy. Yeah, the stem as a chimney is so creative. I love that. That's super cute and super cozy and creative. I also love the texturing here in the ground. Looks really nice. I really like that. This is adorable. It's super cute. Thank you so much for sharing. Camille, thank you for sharing. What an awesome art piece. I love to see it. That's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, the color page you found at the end of a young... Yeah, it does. It looks like this could be in a novel for sure. Absolutely. Why did... Dog, seriously? Did Automod really, get your message? That's ridiculous, dude. Okay. Pretzel Ride is up next. After the pumpkin house. Pretzel Ride. This one by Pretzel Rod, and it is Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Pretzel Rod! Yeah, I know that one looks like it could have been a great like children's book style of thing there. Yeah. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Pretzel says, sorry the photo is rotated. My phone sucks. I like it. Look at those little eyes. I don't know. I've heard of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang thing, but I don't know about it. But I like it. It says black hole. I like the line of the sea. Thank you for sharing, Pretzel. Look at that little fella. Just a little guy. Just a little guy. Oh, exciting. We have a really cool one. We have a critique up next. Oh, y'all are gonna love this one. This one's awesome. Holy my molars. This next one by I Have No Hot Cocoa. Oh, speaking of beautiful children's book style illustrations. Gosh hecking dang. Let's go. I have no hot cocoa. With an O, there we go. There you are, it's you! Thank you so much for submitting for the art showcase. Thank you. All right, Okay, let's dig into this one here. This says, Stampy Long had fan art of his Ni no Kuni playthrough. Critique requested, please. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so nice. Isn't it adorable? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks like the background character from Lackadaisical, a Cat People comic. Yeah, I can definitely see. I really love the style. Oh, wow. Oh, I love the texture. What does the symbol mean? I do not know. Can the artist answer? Coco's in here. So maybe they can answer for us. Yeah, this is so cute. My gosh, I'm in love with the textures that you chose for your line work here. And the style of coloring and shading is very whimsical. It's very whimsical. Yeah, I think it is a character from Ni no Kuni, yeah. The symbol is a rune for gateway. The spell in the game lets you traverse worlds. Oh, okay. Oh, even the texture in the background is so good. Oh my God. Okay, first things first. Remember we talked about the use of background space to make the art feel meaningful, and this is a very successful example of that. A lot of the background is one flat color. So you have one flat color, you have these 3 beams, and you have a little bit of shading under the character. Can someone in chat tell me, why do you think the background is successful in this piece? What do you think works well? I want to hear from y'all in chat. Because I think that this is a really great use of negative space, and I think the color choices as well do a really great job of framing the character. Yeah, the way the book looks with the way the pages are fluttering. Yeah, I really like that. It looks like a spotlight. Yeah, exactly. What does a spotlight do but shine focus on the actor, which is exactly what it does. Yes, weirdness got it. Thank you, good job. It helps guide your eye to where it wants to go. Yes, eye movement, Twilight, exactly. Direct the line to the back of the character. Yes, guide the eyes to the character, exactly. This would be a very different piece without these 3 beams of light. And the 3 beams of light here really help guide you to this character. And this kind of strong line here also guides you down to the character. And you look at this character and it is just, it's so great to look at. It's very pleasing. It's very whimsical. But yes, it really does. They all point towards the character. So you're using lines to guide the viewer's eyes to where you want them to go. When you make an art piece, an illustration, you can control where your viewer is looking. Believe it or not, just by using lines and by using those kind of lines of movement, it's really, really fun to do that. Yeah, the magic frames the character too in a really fun way. Exactly, because you have this line going around, you have this going around, and you're sort of like wrapping it around the character. I think, yeah, you see the spacing between the lines of the character, the size of the canvas. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the rune is too, precisely. I also think that the use of space in the framing and the composition is really strong. The top of the canvas is very visually strong. You want to look at this rune, but then you also follow this line down, you look back at the cat, you look at the cat, you're, oh my God, I'm looking all around. These lines are having me look everywhere, and then you look back up at the rune, and it kind of keeps bouncing back and forth in a really engaging way. This would be a really different piece if it was like cut off here. It's still amazing, but it doesn't have the same kind of weight as the whole piece does. It feels very grandiose. It feels much grander in scale, and it really captures that feeling of like something magical and something like kind of unique and I don't know, something big and grand in scale happening. Yeah, really balanced. Yeah, exactly. So where would y'all think, what do you feel about critiquing? Do you feel like there's something that in the piece you feel like you can improve, and how would you do it? And I guess my question for the artist who's also in the chat, Coco, do you feel like there's something that you want to be critiqued on in particular that we could focus on and maybe help with? MBK, nice to see you! This piece is by I Have No Hot Cocoa. We're doing a community art showcase right now. We're actually showcasing art by members of the community. And this is a really wonderful piece right here. I love this so much. I think I'm gonna try and find a crit here. Okay, so I'm gonna be trying to nitpick because I'm this critique requested, so I want to think about how we can improve things. And Pop, I would love to hear what you have to say too if you want to chime in on this piece. Iko, I think it's the character based on Ni no Kuni, the game. Be the brush for the rune. I like the brush for the rune. I like that texture brush for the rune. I think my critique would be maybe these lines of magic, maybe experimenting with wrapping them behind the character and around him or them. I don't know the pronouns of the character, I'm sorry. Wrapping the lines around them and behind them, I think might be interesting in how it could frame them. It's one of the main character's outfit. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Enrico says not really critique, but I think it would look really cool with a frame. I actually agree with that too. It looks like a card. It looks like a tarot card or something. And I think this could be really cool with a frame. Even like taking the gold from this rune and doing that as like a border would be really cool. Yeah, that could be really, really neat. I like that a lot. I am obsessed with the rendering and the painting on the metal boots here. We talked about rendering metal earlier and they absolutely nailed it. The artist nailed this rendition of metal here. And you can see how like, you don't have to use smooth brushes. The feet still read as metal, even though the brushes are very textured and very painterly. You can still get the feeling of a metallic surface. And this is a great job. So you have the shading on the other side, you have that kind of highlight, that strong highlight, and that the idea of playing with mid-tone, extreme highlight, and extreme dark, you know, really help. The little boots. The paw grip and the wand could be gripping more firmly. The metal boots could have starker contrast. I think I like the metal boots. I don't mind them to be too stark because I think the blue here, seeing that reflected in this, I think that works for me. And the grip and the wand, I think it's fine. I like how the character's gripping the wand. I don't know. Yeah, I think adding the faint glow effect to the magic rune pages of the book would help soften the lines. Oh, okay. Yeah, magic rune and page of the book would help soften lines to make the magic feel a lot more whimsical. Yeah. Okay, so a little faint glow kind of around here. Okay. Okay, I see what you're going for. I see it. Also, on that same vein, Pop, I wonder if like, if the artist chose to experiment with some colored lines too, because colored lines really soften. So you could soften some of the line work inside the cape and stuff. I mean, but it's, you know, and maybe even in the boot right here, this could be like a blue line. You know, I think my other thought would be, yeah, I like the style of the piece. I have very few critiques, is quite good. Yeah, I know, this is so great. Maybe this line right here behind the book, I would think. Maybe like having the magic wrap around the character. Maybe this line going on the other side, I'm not sure. I'm really struggling for critique because this is so great. Exaggerate the highlights in the character a tad more. I feel like, to me, it works. Yeah, it's a strong piece. I think the shading and the highlights work because the piece has a storybook feeling. It has a child's storybook feeling. It feels very whimsical. And I think like Pop is kind of onto something. How can we make it more whimsical? How can you push your style to the nth degree, basically? You know what I mean? That's what I would think. Hi Trigger, how you doing? Welcome on in. We're looking at a beautiful piece by Have No Hot Cocoa here. So I would think that like, for the next piece for Coco, I would encourage like, take what you know is successful about your work and push it further, right? So you have this beautiful whimsical style, you have a really great use of texture in your work, and I would continue to kind of push that for the next piece. I also really love the rendering on the boots. I think that's like my favorite piece, and I would wonder what a whole painting would look like with this kind of type of rendering and care to it, you know? Like this type of sort of like paint, it looks very painterly. And I would love to see like you work with the background too. I think that would be really cool. I could totally picture you doing amazing backgrounds and landscapes and stuff. God, it's just so freaking cute. Absolutely amazing work. Coco, you're awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Fantastic composition, very strong. Yeah, you're very welcome. Hey, thank you so much for sharing, Coco. It's so nice to see you enter the showcase here. I hope you enter the next one too. I'm excited to see what you do next time. This is really great. You know, that would be my last critique too, is that I think the character feels very firm until you look at the bottom. The shading feels like it just kind of is soft. So the character looks like a little bit like they're floating. So maybe like grounding the character more if you're going to draw that at all, the shading. I don't even know if it necessarily needs it, but if you're going to draw it, maybe like a more firm shadow, that I would think. Yeah, my thing is actually backgrounds. I can kind of tell based on your style that you do backgrounds really well. Yeah, I'd love to see you do a background piece. It's really awesome work. Love it. Amazing. Okay, I'll move on. The next one is just a showcase and not a critique. This next one is by Twilight Saber. I'm gonna change the artist credit here. Twilight Saber. And we have another Halloween themed piece. It's so very cute. It's so very adorable. it. Oh, I like the colors in the background. I love the character. It's super, super cute. It's super, super adorable. That's adorable. I like the hair too. It's adorable. I don't want to go too much into critique because the artist did not request critique. So we're gonna keep scooping on here. Oh, that's you, Twilight. It's an older piece. I know I can do better now. It's meant to be a profile, but just wanted your opinion. Do you want critique? You didn't put critique requested, so I don't want to give you critique if you didn't ask for it. I would never do that. But I really love it. It is very cute. I love the face expression. The angle is so adorable. I really like the colors you picked. It definitely nails the Halloween vibes. I really do like that. It's very, very cute. Okay, we have a next artist here. Sunburst. All right, Sunburst, you're up next if you're still here. Oh my God. Okay, so these are older pieces, 8 years old. Okay, holy moly. Okay, we have some ancient art coming up in here. We got some ancient art coming up in here. Hi, Sunburst. Okay, I didn't read your thing at first, dear. Can you explain to me? Can you give me the concept behind submitting super, super old art? Do you want to revisit it? I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do, but I'm trying to, like, I mean, if I submitted 8-year-old art, I would die. We should do a redraw theme for a showcase. That would be a good idea too. Haven't tried anything despite involving, anything involving magical despite being my favorite thing. Stream is my time! Pop! Okay, let's see here. And then there's this other piece here, which I think is newer. Let's see. So the artist says, Sunburst Senshi. I'd like to hear critiques on these, or at least the second one if there's not time for both. They're both like 8 years old. I've never had proper critiques from them, so I appreciate the new knowledge. The first drawing was this first drawing here. Oh, it's super cute and stylized. It's the first time I made an OC, and the second one here I made later using my phone and finger. Wow, impressive. Pretty good. Take care, Dono. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Soleil Fleur, she was originally named Sunburst, but then MLP came out with the pony name Sunburst, is able to summon beings from books, but was eventually corrupted by dark magic, which is why her body is crumbling with shadows seeping out. She's also the original base design I made my persona off of. Oh, you're right, the colors are still there. That's pretty cool. So she holds a special place in my heart despite her edginess. That's super cool. Okay, cool. So, first off, I really like the style a lot. I really like the style. Yeah, I think that in this piece, you simultaneously got the pony art style, the My Little Pony art style, but you also kind of have your own play on it, which I really like this face shape here. And I like the mouth and that. It's really, really cute. Yeah, this is super, super cute. And then this one here, you have the same character. So you just with your phone, with your fingers and your phone, which is very impressive. I like the shading under the neck and on the hoof here. So it already shows Sunburst that you have a good, even 8 years ago, you had a good understanding of shadow and light and where that sort of play goes. Oh God, how do I critique 8-year-old art from someone? How do I do that? I'm just gonna pretend it's not 8 years old. I'm just gonna give you critique as if you just submitted this and just drew it today. So I think my critique on this, so you have a really cool overlap here of this sort of shadow, but then right here it's opaque. So there's like a little bit of inconsistency in how that effect is handled. It's the first piece that got me back into art after years of not drawing. Nice! So you finally want to get a real critique on them. That's awesome. I like the perspective. I like this little kind of little pony jumping out of the book here. Let's see. So what I think with this piece here, Sunburst, is that some varying line weights could really improve this piece. If you take some of these lines and you were to like thicken them around here, around the outside, just kind of like, and hold on, I'll bring it into Clip Studio or Paint Tool Sign. I'll show you what I mean here. So line variation is really fun and really important because it makes our lines fun and not boring, right? So if every line is the same width, it's a little boring. But if we have some lines like this and some lines like this, it's already more interesting. And that's like kind of just the basic idea. You want to thicken your lines where you want emphasis. So like you can thicken them there. You can thicken them like right here, you know, You can do the whole outline if you want, but you don't have to. You know, so I would like kind of play with line variation. You could thicken them like down here. Where the leg connects to the body. Playing with some line weights. This is something you can do traditionally really easily. Hearing you say add more line weights is interesting. Since then, I've been trying to do that more in art. See, that's good. That's good. Exactly. Kind of treat this like it's like I'm doing traditional art. Now, crayon, I'm assuming you do this in crayon, is hard to work with. Crayon is not super easy. It looks like crayon or colored pencil or like a wax colored pencil. So basically what happened here is like, you know, you have this shading area or you have this whole flat color. It was colored pencil. Okay. I don't have my trad art cam set up, so I can't show you this, but two things. So with colored pencil, I'm gonna just pretend that I'm drawing with colored pencil, okay? Just pretend it's colored pencil. So you wanna have a light touch to it, and this brush is sort of made to mimic colored pencil anyway. So you wanna have a light touch. When you have a heavy touch like this with colored pencil, you can't layer properly because there's too much buildup of material on the paper. But whenever you do your first layer lighter like this, you take another layer on top, and you can more easily layer your colors that you want with your colored pencil, okay? And this is digital, but it kind of mimics exactly how colored pencil works, right? So another thing with colored pencil, and this can go for markers or any traditional art thing, is when you're coloring in a large area, you have to think about the pressure that you're putting down with your tool. You have to think a lot more in general with traditional art than you do with digital art. Digital art, you can kind of turn your brain off and just do, oh, paint bucket fill. You can just do, oh, look, color fill, done. You know what I mean? But with traditional art, you have things fighting against you. You have the paper material. You have the medium, the pencil, or the marker that you're using. You have the ability, the technical skill that you're holding your pencil from the paper. So like, you want to hold it in a way that lets you basically have better control over it and create like a smooth and uniform coloring area. This is something that you can practice by picking up colored pencil or your traditional art medium of your choice, and just practice making like smooth and clear areas of coloring, okay? Now with markers, I'll use my marker brush. It's kind of supposed to emulate markers, but kind of doesn't really because it's digital. I don't really know if this paint tool so I can emulate Copic markers, but so a lot of times with markers, you'll see this thing where like they're kind of like colored like this, you know what I mean? When you color fill something in and it's like, I'm just gonna use this brush, and it's like this and it's all messy, you know what I mean? And you're just kind of not really thinking about like the direction or the way you're holding the brush when you're color filling. It ends up looking kind of like, it just doesn't have that same kind of like care put into it. You gotta put a lot more care into it when you're working with traditional materials. So you gotta think about like, okay, I'm working with colored pencil. I wanna think about the pressure of the colored pencil. I wanna think about the direction that I'm dragging the pencil in. And I wanna think about the way my arm is moving, the way I'm holding the pencil. These are all things to consider. And so creating these kind of more uniform coloring areas is very important, okay? With traditional art specifically, yes, the direction of the strokes helps to define the shape. Exactly. Oh my god, that is not supposed to look like what I just drew. I was just filling in a space, I'm sorry. I was just filling in a space and I zoomed out. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so these are all things to think about whenever you are working with traditional media. Traditional media is tricky for that reason, but I think very, very tactile, very fun and rewarding. Not the accidental peen, I did not. I didn't have the color of orange I wanted to be, so I just smear light orange and red together to get her trying to be the color. Yeah. So yeah, I think like the direction, and I would say, you know what, Summers, I'd love to see you give traditional more of a shot. In fact, I'm gonna nominate traditional art as a theme for the next showcase. So we have abstract and trad art so far. Pride could also be a theme too, but yeah, so okay, let's go back to the next piece here. This is impressive that you drew this with your finger on your phone. Cause this is hella good for just fingy phone art. This is pretty damn good fingy phone art right here. So I'm really digging it. You did a great job with this here, Sunburst. It wasn't anything. It was just color in between the legs, and I didn't see where I was drawing, so I zoomed in. Whoops, I'm sorry. Please don't ban me. This is educational. It was just color scratches, okay? Yeah, so this is a really good Fingy phone art, and I think it's cool to see how you have grown as an artist and incorporated this character into your current ad started. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a quick, I'm just gonna chat for a minute. Let's go to the ad lounge. I need to take a BRB. Let's go into the ad lounge here. We got the ads running. We're chilling in the ad lounge. All my cool subs hanging out here. How's everyone enjoying the community art showcase so far? I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been really fun. I've loved talking about art. I love talking about art. I drew a couple pieces for Art Fight last year that were traditional. Ooh, you could submit those if we did a trad art theme. Hey, while the ad's going, can we get some ideas for the next showcase? You know? Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. We're gonna brainstorm the next theme. So we have abstract and traditional. Next month is Pride Month, so we could do a Pride Month theme as well. We did that last year, but I mean, I think it's fine to bring it back. Pride, yeah. We'll do a Pride Month theme. We could do that, yeah. Pride, trad art, abstract, patterns, redraw, old piece. Let's get rid of patterns. Let's X that. It's boring. Redraw, old piece. Yeah. Old art, redraw. Have we had any of these themes before? I can't remember. You'd like black and white? We're definitely not gonna do black and white during Pride Month. I feel like that's a very accidentally, possibly poor taste. Yeah. Pride and redraw we've done. Oh, okay. You like the old art redraw idea? Okay. Done this once, and then Pride, I think we'll keep it because it is Pride Month, so I think it would be cool. But I wonder if we can make it so that like people could make new art for it or push something. I'm not sure. Abstract could be fun. Yeah, I think so. We've done identity, haven't we too? We've done that. We haven't done traditional art though. Like I would love to see people trying to submit some trad art. I think that would be really cool. Hi Mystic, how you doing? Welcome on in. Abstract could be cool too. I would love to revisit a black and white idea, but we're not gonna do it during Pride Month, because I think that people might misinterpret that as being like, I don't know, bad or something. You'd vote for trad art weird? Skittles already made that black and white mistake on Pride Month. I don't know how it is, but yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. Too much representation anymore. Art of the interpretational. I would like to do abstract too. I gotta go now. Company press click. Hey, have a safe drive to the clinic and welcome back everyone from ads. Thank you for your patience. We were just discussing the art theme. Traditional, but also Pride art. Ooh, okay. Like overlapping the two themes. I mean, we could also do a thing where like, you know, we say, hey, it's Pride Month, like, no, we're not close to the end. I was just doing a little ad break. Like, it's Pride Month, so we encourage participants to use the art showcase to show work that can express their identities, you know? So maybe we could do that. Oh, pixel art would also be cool too. It's one of those things back there, Audie. No, I forget who that is. I actually have to update my photos back there. They're very old, Vera. They're super old. Usually for a subathon, I put the like top gifters up there, but it's just very outdated right now. I'm a procrastinator, Vera. I'm hella procrastinator. Okay, let's get back to the arts. Let's get back to the arts. Let me make myself tiny again. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, next piece. Thank you for sharing, Submersed. Clap. Gwar! Oh my god, this one is literally so cute. I want to scream. Oh my god! This is so cute. Gwar. Gwar. That is adorable. Yeah. Look at this monkey. Look at this monkey. Look at the monkey. Look at this little tiny monkey. They are so cute. They have a trans-colored magic beam! Oh my god, I love it so much. Dum 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 dum. Retro art. That could be cool too. I like that idea. Okay, this one's by Guar. Critique requested. Guar says, some doodles I'm probably not going to be able to finish before stream, so I'm going ahead and dropping them now. Oh my god, I love this character so much. Flo Muffin, welcome around. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? You're very welcome, Summers. Thank you for the critique, even if it was weird to critique old art. Hey, old Eddie critique is fun critique. Thank you for submitting your art. I'm excited to see what you submit for next showcase. Guar, I didn't even know what to do for the showcase. I did a bunch of doodles. Guar, I freaking... Is this your OC first off? Because I love monkeys and ape OCs so much. They're so cute, and there are not enough of them in the fandom, and it's so cute. I literally love your characters so much. They are absolutely adorable. Quietly ending my follows. Aw, thank you, Flo. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. They have a bi-flag color scheme. They kind of do. I really like the trans flag colored magic. I don't know if this was intentional. Wait, can't see because my big face is in the way. Let me move. Look at the trans flag magic beam. Isn't that cute? I think that's super adorable. A newer secondary set I made earlier this week. Oh my god, they're so cute. They are so cute. Okay, so critique, huh? Guar, is there something that you feel like, what elements of these doodles, because they're doodles, would you like to be critiqued? What do you feel like you want to work on as an artist, and how can we help you get there as an artist? And yes, trans is intentional. I freaking love the trans magic beam. That is so cute. One of the reasons monkeys are underrepresented in the fandom is how close they are to humans to begin with. Oh yeah, I mean, that's definitely why, but they're so cute and I love it. Oh my god, I love the character's hair. That's so cute. I love the side pony. So cute. Literally everything is so cute in this character. The handling of the skin tones and the color of the fur is super adorable. Anyone who thinks that like monkey characters can't be cute, you need to see this character right now and just get over it. They're cute. I like the eyes being two different colors too. That's really interesting. The gender beam looks like they can, yeah, they sneeze it out. Yeah, the gender beam, so cute. So one thing, the hand under the hat is unclear. Let's see, this hand here. I don't think so. I think this hand looks all right. I think that's very clearly the thumb, and you can see the thumb, like the fingerprint here, and this looks like the other finger wrapping around, and you just don't see the other ones because they're behind the star. It's like, it's kind of an awkward angle. I could kind of see that. I think to fix it, yeah, maybe I would just like, maybe move the star and show more of the hand, you know? Like maybe have more of the fingers there, or maybe have the fingers wrapping around the brim a little bit more, maybe? Yeah, I think I would do that. Yeah, I endorse all monkey characters. Yeah, me too. Me too. I love monkey characters. Monkey, good routine. Good job. Monkey. I really like how there's two distinct different rendering styles here. So you have a sketchy style with some flat color and on the left and the top, and then you have this really nice kind of painted style here. I wish I could like move this around a little bit better. Here we go. So in this bottom right one, it's kind of beautifully painted and rendered, the hair and the beam, and it sort of makes me want to see more of your painterly and finish work. I really love the rendering here. It feels thick. The paint feels thick, and I love that kind of feeling, and it's so hard to get in digital art with painting, and it looks really, really fantastic. Ah, Bean! Nice to see you. How you doing? Aftermath, the break of the bacon, 2 vegan markets! Oh my god, I'm literally so jealous, Bean. Where do you live again that you have so much vegan food? You don't have to answer that on stream, but like, I'm just so jealous, low-key. There's just no vegan food here. I had to drive an hour to go to that bomb vegan restaurant, and that was awesome, but like, gosh dang, I wish I didn't have to drive so far. I'm gonna move over here a little bit so you can see more of the art. I'm blocking chat, but I don't want to block the art. Portland, Oregon. Wait, oh my god, you do live in Portland! Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna send you a DM later. Do I have you on Discord, Bean? Is your Discord Espresso, Bean? Can you send me a Discord message? They're all gonna be rendered like that. Oh, okay, so this is like your final rendering style. Okay. So, you know, your sketchy style here, I think what might work really well for this is coloring the lines on the face and softening the lines here with the color the lines. I think that would really like kind of make your sketchy style feel a little more cohesive, and also possibly make it so that you have an extra style if you're doing commissions. It's like bam, you know. I mean, this already looks done as is, but I think color lines would really help it pop a little bit more. Gosh, I really do love your painted style. Guar, do you paint all in one layer? Like, what is your process looking like here? I'm gonna pop this in the side so you guys can see this piece a little bit better. Yeah, Bean, can you send me a message so I don't forget? I don't know if I have your Discord, but I wanna chat with you. Okay. Let me pop this into here, this is what I'm talking about. This painterly style, I just freaking look how thick and pretty. So you have like really nice you know, colors here. It does look like it has a beautiful like kind of almost one layer thing. You sent me a cheeseburger swirl. I love you, thank you. Hey Brian, welcome on in. Interesting. Brian, we're doing a community art showcase today. We're looking at art of other people's art in the community. I'm bringing these back on the stream and doing them monthly now. Next month, we're gonna fill in the theme for next month, but we're thinking it's gonna be a vote between abstract, traditional art, or pride theme again, because we did pride art theme last year at Pride Month, but it's Pride Month. I mean, you gotta do pride theme, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's so cool. And we do critique too, so like if anyone's like learning visual art and they want to get critique on their work, they can get critique. Oh God, I love this pride, this trans meme is so cute. Yeah, can you send me, you can have some of your layers, but you can show me the trans meme. You have a really like, so I love your style, Guar, because you simultaneously it looks thick, it looks tactile and painterly, which is hard to do as a digital artist, but it also has like a sense of movement and action that I think is really strong. I just want to see more of your art. You're awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I definitely want to see more. I'm really, this like rendering style is so fun. It's so fun. And I think this is a great example of how the imperfections can make art feel even better, right? With traditional art, you get that obviously because there's gonna be imperfections, but digital art, sometimes we get too perfect. We get so particular about making every line perfect, every color in every line. The artist is not concerned about it. Like, they're not concerned about everything being perfect, but you know what? I think it looks better that way. I think it looks better. It looks more, it has personality. It has like an action to it. You know what I mean? Especially this beam right here. It feels intentional. It feels fun. It feels energetic. And I love that you're able to keep that with your digital art. I think that's a really great thing to hold on to. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Yes, exactly. And don't let perfection like destroy the soul of your art, please. Like, let your art be a form of expression. Let yourself loose when you do art, you know, cut loose, have fun. Don't feel hung up on making your art fit a mold, you know. Puff says, I would love traditional art. Oh, really? I want to try and get into clay. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh my God, that'd be awesome. This is so cool. This is so cool. Just come on anything the way Sky does on art. Oh my God. Bean, you're so sweet. I have a hard time using the fancy digital layers. Yeah, I find it to do everything by hand, yeah. And Guar, I think that your work is powerful for that, and it shows. When I do digital paintings, I do everything on one layer. I'll show you this dog painting I did. Where the friggin', oh my God, bro, where is my art? Where is my art? Why is everything, okay, so this painting I did is all one layer. I just do it all in one layer. Yeah, all in one layer, cheese. I find that when I work in one layer, I'm better able to get that sensation of paint that I don't think I can get when I have a structured process like sketch line color, shading, you know? Okay, let's go next one. Amazing work, Guar. Amazing work, big clap. You even told me to post my recent traditional on the Artisan channel. Oh, yeah, Trevor, let's go. And also, cheese, welcome on in. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, single layer supremacy for real. I was thinking of making that a theme for a while as one layer, but I think trad art's a little bit more meaningful, you know? Oh, the updated version, let's peek at that here. Updated trans meme. Oh, I see you added some little brow. Wait, what's the difference? Okay, wait, am I crazy? Oh, you okay, so there's some of the colors fixed up there. Okay, I see that. There we go. There we go. Oh, I see it now. Oh, so good. Thank you for sharing, Guar. Thank you. Would trad art include sewing? Yes. Trad art would definitely include sewing. Literally anything that is made not on a computer is what I would consider trad art. Sewing, cross-stitching, crochet, costume design work, costume making, any kind of traditional art medium, you know, clay, sculpture of any kind. Yeah, not drawn on a computer. All right, let's see what the next piece is here. Graffiti. Yeah, graffiti. Oh my god. Jeez, what are you talking about, dude? Are you okay? Jeez, are you good? Okay, next piece is by Ricola. Oh shit, this is awesome. Whoa, Ricola! Oh my god, we have a freaking follow-up to the hang on, I gotta change the artist credit here. We have a freaking follow-up to the that badass piece you drew a while back, dude. I love it. I love it. Oh my god, this is awesome, dude. This is awesome. And let me make sure critique is on. Do you want critique requested? Do you want critique requested? Ricola, you want me to turn that off? I don't want to give you critique without you asking for critique. Feedback welcome. Oh, okay. It was only halfway done. Okay. Is the cat with the tentacles? Okay, I don't know if we have the first piece like handy, but this is kind of a follow-up to, it was the birthday art, right? That Ricola drew with my character as a monster. And then all the other members of the Rack Pack were like, oh no, it was for Halloween. It was a Halloween time. Oh shit, your lines are awesome. Whoa! Homie, you have the Fibonacci sequence. Oh, ew, thank you. Okay, so here's the first piece. This is the follow-up to the first piece. Oh shit, dude, you've improved so much. It's not even funny how much you improved. This is awesome. Okay. This is really cool. This is really, really cool to see. I'm gonna scoot out of the way here a little bit. So here's the first piece that Ricola did a while back, and you can see this is really cool, but holy crap, there is so... That was on a fib too? Wait, are you serious? Oh my god, so you're incorporating the Fibonacci into your art? That is so cool, dude. That is really, really cool. There's already massive giga amounts of improvements over the last piece here, dude. I mean, giga amounts. So you've got huge improvement over the details in the architecture here. Cheese, welcome to Rack Pack. Thank you for follow. Yeah. Huge improvements over the details. I really, really like to see this. And it shines in the lines. It shines in this stage. And I really love how this could be a page of a coloring book. Really great. I know the vibes are so good. Really great line weights. Amazing architectural work. I am super impressed by the architecture back here, and this sort of like how this feels and the care and time taken to the back. It's drawn digitally, so I know it is, but it feels traditional. It feels tactile, and I really love it for that. I cannot believe that this is this Fibonacci triangle, this Fibonacci thing. Okay, can Ricola can you explain the Fibonacci sequence for anyone in chat who doesn't know about the Fibonacci thing? This is like a weird math thing, and it's so wild that your work is based on this. So I got stuck playing EQ2 at the beginning of the month and put this off as a result to do some, so as a result I had to do some stuff that doesn't work. The rack was supposed to be facing Shappy. It does look like it's facing Shappy, yeah. So it's just thirds, yeah. Yeah, so it's thirds kind of. I thought that was the golden ratio. No, Fibonacci is like a different, let me look it up, hold on. Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence. Here we go. Fibonacci spirals. Hey, Crash Cell, welcome on. Thank you for the follow. Welcome educational art, community art showcase. The Fibonacci sequence is a sequence in which the sum of two preceding ones. God damn, this is confusing. Okay, so this is the division of space in the art then. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. Okay, that makes sense. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, something else. So, hey Psycho, welcome on and nice to meet you. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Sky. I am a full-time freelance artist, but today we're not looking at my art, my friends. We are looking at the community's art because it's Community Art Showcase Day and the theme is magic. And the wonderful artist here, you see the art here is drawn by Ricola in the chat. Welcome on in, Crash. How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. I'm doing great. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for raiding. Thank you so much. What are you streaming today? So, I have so many questions. Ricola, first off, because the artist is in the chat. When you draw a piece, do you frame it intentionally to fit it into the Fibonacci sequence, and why? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by that. It's not like to say that's not the right thing to do. It is so cool to me. My brain, I cannot wrap my brain around this. But it creates, the way that you frame this is such an interesting composition. You know what? Now I need to find the Fibonacci sequence in this. Now I'm really interested. I'm trying to figure out where the Fibonacci... Is it like this? 1, 1, 2, 1, and it goes around like that? Is that it, like that? Up there? I don't think this is even proper use of composition anymore. I'm just crazy about it. I love that for you. Like, if you find something that you think is really interesting, and an interesting way to frame your work, like explore it. Yeah, Fibonacci and golden ratio. Yeah, okay. Fibonacci sequence. Wow, really cool. How does this ball raccoon have so much energy? Oh my god, it's like a ADHD. Wow. Ah, racing games! That's so cool! Of course, Crash! Heck yeah! That's awesome! Congrats on the 420, dude. Oh, this is some math shit, bro. I can't stand this math shit. Hang on, let me find like a Fibonacci like layout, and then I need to find where this Fibonacci is in this other piece here. Okay. Teaching AI the Fibonacci sequence. Can we not teach AI the Fibonacci sequence? Can we not do that? Like, can we just not do that? All right, so I'm gonna copy this image. I'm really curious about this, so we need to explore this. And Psycho, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I need to find the Fibonacci in the first one. Don't tell me right away. I'm gonna find it, okay? So I've got the Fibonacci. This is so cool. And I've got Ricola's first piece here. So I'm gonna take this Fibonacci. All right, I'm gonna lay it on top, all right? But our goal is to figure out where the Fibonacci fits on the art. Yeah, like that. That's it right there. Holy shit. Is that it, Ricola? Did I get it right? That's it right there. So you have like, right there, that, the one character, more characters here, and a large amount there. Let me see. Did I get it right? Oh no, I got it wrong. I got it upside down. Oh, that makes way more sense. Okay, I see. Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah, it works either way with the spiral. Okay. That is so cool. I love that you do your art this way. I think that's really, really cool. One of the coolest things and the most special things about talking about art and exploring other folks' art is to see how our minds work. And it's really beautiful to see because how we create our work and our art creation process says a lot about how our brains work. And I think it's just really beautiful and amazing to see that just like, you know, in the process of it. But let's get back to, and let's do a critique on your new piece here. Wow, it is so cool. Okay, so this is not done. This is a work in progress, right? Composition, amazing. So strong, so strong. I also really like how you're starting to do this like kind of lighting around the hands here, the sort of like effect happening there. A pet snail Fibby is a really good idea. I like that. Yeah, the summoning circle really plays into the Fibonacci sequence really well. I really like that. Yeah, the blep is really good. I know, the expression of the character is so good. Ricola, you're getting so good. Like, you know that you're improving, right? Like, I'm just telling you straight up. Like, I'm seeing like gigamounds of improvement since the first piece that you submitted, like, I don't even remember that long, like a year ago or so. This is awesome. So I think what could we push? I'm gonna focus on the lines here because I want to see what we can push here. So I think line weight. Continue to explore line weight. So you have a really nice thing happening with the house back here where there is thicker and darker lines, but then I think the outline of Shappy is thinner, right? I almost want the Shappy outline to be thicker and bolder, like around the legs and stuff, almost to kind of pull the character forward from the background a little bit. And then I almost like kind of, I'm thinking like, I think the lines around the monster could be thicker to make the monster look even more bold and kind of have that kind of boldness, right? I watch a lot of Attack Rack art streams. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm proving big time with that. That's good though. Art streams are free education. Like even if you're just watching an artist like drawing, like that's free like insight into how they're making their art. Like, you know, that I do that too. It helps you improve. It really does. Everyone in the chat, can we get some critiques? What do you think? How do you think you would finish up this piece? If this is your piece, how would you finish it up to make it the biggest, baddest, best piece it could be? I'm usually going, how did she do that? There you go. And if you have questions about how I did something in stream, you can just ask me. Cause I always answer that. I think line weight for me. I'm thinking line weight. God, I just love the pen work here. It's fantastic. I love the brush you picked too. It has a lot of personality. Yeah, it needs tones, highlights, and shadows. Okay. I'm pulling in a sigh. These art streams are part of how I feel like I can critique art in a constructive manner. And that's a positive thing too, and that's why I really like the, yeah, isn't that cool? Don't you love it, Danny? Look at how Ricola drew your character. Isn't that great? I think this is actually my favorite Shappy rendition. I'm not even playing, like, of all time. I think this might be my favorite Shappy. It looks so badass. I love the body shape. Yeah, this is Ricola's, yeah. Look at how cool. Look, and it's in the Fibonacci sequence. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that cool? I love the Shappy is so cool here. It is so awesome. I love that. I'm gonna pull in the Sai, okay? Because I have some ideas. So, tones. Had to go back to his epic hangout to get the rep for it? You can just ask me. All right, so once again, the easy and kind of cheap thing that I do with a lot of my tones right here is like throw an overlay layer on top of it, right? Playing with the tones, playing with like what color you really want it to be, you know, and like, see, every time I lay a color on top, it radically changes the mood of the piece. You know, like this dark purple, I really enjoy this dark purple, you know, and then you can even take something like, take this, you've got like the purple here, and then maybe I want the character in the front to be more orange, right? Maybe have the moon come through here. Oh, that's my phone alarm. It's on the other side of the room. Why is it on the other side of the room? Why is it on the other side of the room? It's a certified ADHD moment. Plug it in. Meds time! Meds time! Meds time! Take meds. Take meds! Did you guys forget your meds? Take your meds if you forgot your meds. Yeah. Yeah, rays of light poking out. Yeah, dude, Ricola, I'm not even kidding, dude. This looks like you could sell this as a print, bro. This looks amazing. This is so sick, dude. This is so cool. Yeah, so like you're playing with the tones, right? How do you want the tones to be? And then, you know, I might make a new layer on top. I might want to do like some soft blue light coming from the moon, maybe, you know? I don't know, I might want to do some blue lighting. And I'm just doing the soft brush to kind of show you where I would kind of add lighting and stuff, but I'm playing with color. That's kind of the whole thing. I'm just kind of playing with color, and you can play with things like blurring the shading a little bit. Of course, now you can't see any of the really cool stuff in the moon. But, so there's all these different things that you can do, and yeah, a double page spread in a coloring book. It really does look like a double page spread in a coloring book. Like, I want to color this in. Honestly, this is like super, super cool. I really, really, really love this. Oh my god, I I love it the more I look at it. David, welcome on in. How you doing? Hello, hello. And I think too with shading, you know, the sort of idea of like, we've got different colors for shading. So like a purple is a nice tone for shading, right? Purple's nice. Purple's cool. You can do things like purple, you can do things like blue, and just sort of think about like how you want the colors and the mood of the piece to be. You know, how do you want the mood to be? And also not just that, but texture is important too, right? Let's say you want to, you know, do something where it's more textury and it doesn't have like smooth shading. The brush you pick is important, you know? The texture brush. So like, you know what I mean? Like maybe you want it to look more visceral. And not as like perfect looking, you know? I think some blue shading on the Shappy Frog is cool. You know what I mean? Now I'm just having fun. I freaking love this art. This is so cool. Yeah, some shading underneath the frog to kind of show where they're standing, I think would be cool as well. Dude, this is so cool. Nah, this is Sai that I'm using right now. This is Paint Tool Sai. You can get better effect in Krita, honestly. Sai's a little I like Sai, it's a little limited. But yeah, there's better brushes in Krita. Yeah, dude, this is so sick, dude. I love this. I freaking love this. And then you can even take like, bam, you want to take some you can texture like some fur or something. I don't know. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. You can color this however you want. It's just a fun piece. It's just a fun piece, dude. That's awesome. But yeah, you see how like just kind of playing with the color tones, right? Even just this one overlay layer makes a huge difference in the piece. I adore this piece though, and I really love this black and white version too. It is so phenomenal. You have improved so much, and this piece is just mwah, chef's kiss. Ricola. Big clap. Big clap! Big clap!
Big clap!
Alright! We hit past the end, but I will go ahead, as I often do, and I will show a few more pieces here. Non-bread. Oh, this is beautiful too. Wow. Gorgeous. A gorgeous non-bread. We'll go through these. By non-bread, bonus art time.
Bonus!
Hey, where'd my thing go? There we go.
Bonus!
All right, so by non-bread, bonus art, late edition, but I felt like posting it since it fit the theme. Definitely my backup Pathfinder character. Oh, Pathfinder, high five! Oh, another, this is a great example. Exactly what I was doing in the last piece. Non-bread did very well on this piece, which is beautiful effects of luminosity and shading.
Detected.
Yeah, very PogChamp. Very PogChamp. I love the shading, and it really has a sense of like fire. So I'm guessing this is a pyro, is a kineticist, flame fire kineticist. Is that what this character is? Or maybe a wizard, elemental kineticist. Or is this a kineticist? I feel like this would be a kineticist. I'm getting kineticist vibes. Yep. Ah, got it.
I'm such a nerd.
The face is awesome, dude. I love it. What do you feel like you want to improve on? I feel like your style, it looks very much like a comic book rendering style, and I think you nailed that style very successfully. The lines, the smooth coloring and shading within that, really looks like a comic book type of style. Yeah, this is critique on. Yeah, let me make sure. Yes, critique requested. Yeah. So I think here, you have colored lines on this hand. Really good use of foreshortening, but then this hand doesn't have them. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Considering I'm aiming to make a comic, thank you. Oh, thank you for the head pat, Psycho. Yeah, no, you did a really great job, Brad. This definitely feels like this is the style for a comic book. You did a great job with that. The kind of like shading that I see here. So there's a reason behind the comic book style shading and stuff. So generally how comic books are made is they have a team of artists on them, right? So they have sketching artists, storyboard artists, and they have line art people, the team of line art artists. And then you have the colorists, so they add the coloring. And so like, and the reason that comic books often have this sort of style is because there needs to be like a uniform style that's easy to train a lot of people to keep something consistent, right? Or a team of a few artists. So generally you'll see like, you know, line thickness. It's the lines are like a little bit actiony. You know, they're not super stiff, but I think you really nailed that right here. There's a very good action sense of the lines and that sort of like really smooth gradient shading. And the whole goal of this is to create something that looks really engaging, really kind of like visually engaging, visually fun, but also like it's fast to produce. That's really important. If you're gonna make a comic, you have to be able to make your art fast, right? Everything has to be made fast. You can't spend, you know, a week on one picture. You have to get like, you know, pages done, right? So having this sort of gradient style and sort of going through this process, if you're gonna make a comic, yeah, you definitely got the style down and then like kind of getting that speed down. And that repetition of keeping the style consistent is also important. The lighting on the waist, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I don't think it's like, I think it's soft, but I think that's what it is. Exactly what I'm talking about. It's a comic book style. It's gotta be done fast. And I think it looks good. I think it looks good. Hey, Kaden, welcome on in. You know, and if you wanted to push this piece further, and if this was like a cover piece, rather than like say a frame in a comic, yeah, you could push it way further. You know what I mean? You could push the lighting further, but you can push any piece further, you know? Very nice to see you. Welcome on in. Bear says, one other critique I have is if you put speech and thought bubbles on top, it'd be a shame to cover this up. I think that's kind of... I think there's space for speech bubbles here on the top left. I think you could... I mean, but it would cover up the arrows. I think that's sort of the nature of comics, though, is that you're gonna have to have that in. But I think that if Bread drew this for a frame with dialogue, I'm sure that they probably would have framed it with the dialogue box in consideration. I think that's what they do usually is like, you know, they might put the dialogue box in there so the characters and art aren't covered up completely by it, you know? Every comic's different, but awesome work, Bread. Awesome work. Yeah, the fire effects are gorgeous. Also, the use of the highly saturated red and orange with the very desaturated, darker, grayish blue. Very great use of contrast, not only of color, but contrast of saturation value. Very nice. Very good work. Really love it. Love to see it. It's so good. I want to read your comic when it comes out, Brad. You gotta share, okay? I want to read your comic. All right, let's see next one. Wooliest Gaming! It's some screenshots of the Final Fantasy characters. Look at these. Look at this, look at this guy. He got a mustache. I like it. I make loose frames and play on bubbles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I figured. That's very cute, Wooly. That's very cute. Okay, this next one. I'm gonna scoot through these ones. By Tiamara. This is not a critique one. But this is really cool. Mara, thank you for sharing! I forgot to do artist credit in the last one, yeah. Other game screenshots, so I think that's fine. Oh, I love the toothy mouth. It's so cool. Look at those big toofers. Look at those big teethers. I love the knife. Yeah, I like the knife too. I like the glow effects of the knife a lot. It looks dangerous. The character, the look in their eyes looks very wild, very dangerous. I really like it. Yeah, is this a gnoll? I think it's a gnoll. It looks like a gnoll. Oh, a D&D character. It is a gnoll. It's a gnoll. He uses psionic blades. A D&D character. You know, fun fact. One of my first D&D characters, or Pathfinder characters, well for me because I'm a Pathfinder player, was a gnoll. And she just kind of just murdered everything. That was fun. I didn't like my DM, so I just decided to kill everything. You know, when you don't really like your DM and their campaign's boring, you just kind of like divulge into killing everything. You're like, this needs to be more fun. Yeah, Murder Hobo Sky, definitely, yeah. Oh shit, this one's awesome. This one's from Nacho Stout. Oh, this is sick, dude. This is so cool. Hang on. Artist, credit change here. Nacho style. People still make Hero Force models because it makes the turnaround so easy. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm kind of the opposite. I would prefer not to have Hero Forge models sent because I don't know. I find that the Hero Forge style is kind of blocky, you know? Yeah, I know. This looks like it's out of the WB show, doesn't it? This is so cool. This is awesome. Yeah, this is really, really cool. Welcome back. This is my friend Brad, Nacho Stouts art. I drew the sexy duck for him the other day. Yeah, it's you! What's up, dude? How you doing? I'm showing your art off on stream. This is so cool. Yeah, it looks like straight out of a WB show. Absolutely nailed the style of like a early 2000s cartoon. I'm super digging the hard shading on this piece. I'm super digging this like cell shading look, right? Like, I think that there's kind of like with the cell shading, it captures a time and a place and like, I feel like nostalgia for me that this really does look like that. It looks really, really cool. In fact, this makes me think of Osio Nax's pieces earlier because Osio does a lot of like early 90s anime nostalgia. This feels like or late 90s, early 2000s, like Western animation nostalgia, you know? Very well, feels good to be shown beside so many good artists today. You're freaking awesome. Thank you for submitting. Yeah, I'm getting some last minute submissions in because I don't know, I got some time, so that's cool. Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons. Oh my God, I love Saturday morning cartoons. I miss them so much. I would get up every Saturday morning, like 7:30 a.m. because I would have to watch like Jackie Chan adventures and Yu-Gi-Oh and all that good stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, 90s animation's my jam. Yeah, you absolutely nailed it. Absolutely nailed that. It feels very nostalgic. It feels very cool. I could even see like you putting like a VHS filter or something on top of this or something, you know? I don't know. Like I don't think you need to, but it's just, that's super sick. I also like the smoke effect here. I like this sort of like textured brush you use for the smoke down here. It looks really cool. I like it a lot. Oh, the weapon is so intricate too. Did you do the lines? It's all digital, right? I'm assuming, or did you do traditional lines and then put it in to the computer? Yeah, you can do like a scan line or something on it. Yeah, gargoyles. Oh my God, yeah. The body over here is drawn so well too, and the shading is really good. Also, this is totally a early 2000s, late 90s animation thing. The hard shading, but then also the soft gradients here. That's definitely like a 90s cartoon thing. That was huge in 90s cartoons. Yeah, put us on older screens taking a picture. It's all digital in Photoshop. Oh, wait, you're using Photoshop to draw in? Can I please convince you to download Krita? It's free. It's free. Can you please download Krita and try it? Can I give you homework like this week and just please? It pains me when I hear my friends drawing in Photoshop. Oh my God, hold on. Pains me. It is free. It's so good. Please download this. No, it's a free drawing program. It's way better for drawing than Photoshop. It's way better. I use Krita. It is so great. It's so fantastic. You do not need to pay a bunch of money for Clip Studio. Krita is phenomenal. Please try it. Please try it. Just draw something in Krita and just give it a shot, Brad. I really think that you'll thank me later for it, dude, because you're gonna have way better brush control. You're gonna have so many amazing free brushes you can download. Oh my God, the textures you can use. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, please get out of Photoshop. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I grew up on Photoshop as my second choice. I normally use Procreate. Procreate's a really good program. Yeah, if you have an iPad, I would definitely recommend Procreate. Sunburst, please download Krita. I swear to heck, every single person in the chat who is still, if you're using Photoshop to edit photos, that's fine. That's what it's for. For like post-production work, I use it still to edit my photos and edit my digital work after I'm done drawing it. But I highly recommend Krita, whatever it's called, for the actual illustration drawing process. Yeah, Clip Studio is all right. I think if you're used to Photoshop, you'll have an easier time getting used to Clip Studio, for sure. Krita is gonna be a little hard for you at first because it's laid out very differently. It's hard for me to get used to too, but it really is worth it. It's so good for, I'm just gonna open it, hold on. I'm just gonna open it, I'm gonna show you, okay? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. It's laid out a little differently, but it is worth the time to get used to it. Clip Studio is easier to get used to from Photoshop, but how's Paint Tool Sai? I love Paint Tool Sai. Can I? Sorry, I'm having a moment here. Why? Hold on, Alt Enter. Frick. How do you? I'm having a problem. I think it's a display issue. I opened up Krita and I can't get it to like minimize. It's taking up my entire screen. I don't know how to do this. It's taking up my whole screen. It's taking up like 3 screens. Oh, Bird is ready. I'm probably gonna wind down like a little bit early tonight. Because Danny wanted to watch a horror movie. And anytime my partner wants to watch a horror movie, it is like so exciting to me because Danny never wants to watch horror. So I was thinking after the showcase, and Brian, wait, do you have art you want to share? Do you have art you would like to submit for the showcase? I can show it on stream. To rip on this piece, there are goofy spots and proportion issues. Yeah, so does anyone have any horror movie suggestions? Okay, I'm having an issue with Krita and I need some help. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I got it. Okay, hold on. I got it. Okay. Okay, can I show you Krita real quick? Can I show you Krita? I just really want to showcase this because you guys are not using Krita and it's a little painful for me. It's a little painful for me a little bit. So, all right. So we're just gonna do like a really quick whatever page here. Okay. So you got everything you need. Yeah, we're just talking nice about you. I can't draw, but I can give you art that people made of me. You can draw if you put your heart and mind to it. So, all right, we're gonna make a little canvas background here. A little backdrop. We'll get a little. Oh, so you can color fill a pattern, or a whatever. Okay, you can set your keybinds whatever you want. Now we can go to our brushes. All right, so. There's so many cool brushes on Krita, all right? I want to show you. I just want to show you its features a little bit. So there's so many really neat, and the way the way the colors blend, you can see, you can get really, Krita is the best program for emulating paint. It's better than Clip Studio for emulating paint. It's way better than Sai. And you asked how Sai is. I do like Paint Tool Sai version 2. It's $50. Sai's amazing. I recommend it if you're doing clean illustration work and you want a program that is very lightweight and easy to use. Absolutely get Paint Tool Sai. It's very easy to use. It doesn't use hardly any it hardly uses any processing power at all. Okay? Yeah, the blending is fantastic. The sketching feels phenomenal. It's so easy to paint bucket fill in patterns for texture work. It's amazing. Crayon! Nice to see you. How you doing? But like, look at these ink pens, dude. I mean, these are just so nice, dude. It has tilt sensitivity, so you can see. Sai doesn't have this. Clip Studio does, but it's kind of janky on Clip Studio. It depends on the brush. But it depends on how I tilt the brush here. Changes the way that the marking goes. It's very responsive. I was right, it's Krita. Yeah, it might be Krita, I don't know. But yeah, it's a really great program. You have watercolor brushes here too. You can do like cool watercolory stuff here. There's live blending. You can see how it sort of blends live on the page. It's really cool stuff. Like, look at this like digital watercolor. I mean, that looks beautiful, you know? Yeah, trying to blend in Photoshop makes you pull your hair out. Yeah, don't do it. It's free. It's definitely, I'm not kidding, and it's worth your time to learn. It's really worth your time. And there are just oodles and oodles of brushes, dude. I mean, these are just like the list of like my favorite brushes. You can download brushes online. They're super easy to get brushes. And it is so great. You can get paint stamps really easily, just like in Clip Studio. You got some nice like kind of fine line pens here. You can get some pens for like lining. I have some nice textured ones here like that. Yeah, I really love this program. There's some nice, very smooth ones you'd like. Micron pens. Yeah, it's a great program, dude. Blending and brush off some more southern accent. It's hard to understand your current voice. Oh yeah. I can do that. So what you want to do is you can get some of this right here. You can get some of these nice little pens like this, and then you just put them on a canvas like that. And then what you can do is you got these right here, these paint brushes. You can get these paint brushes right here. I like to use like this bristle one right here, and you get whatever color you want. You put it right on there, and Krita done do all the blending itself. It's real easy. You just take whatever color, and you just blend it right in like that, right? Just like that. It blends in real nice, real pretty, like real nice. You can blend in whatever color, right? Like just like how you want right there. And then you get all the brushes here. We're gonna get some marker up on here. We get some marker. You see that marker gonna lay right up on there. You see that marker gonna lay right up on there, just like that. Just like that, just like a real marker. You know that marker gonna lay up on there. There you go. Everybody freaking download Krita, whatever the hell you want to call it right now. It's so good. Look at these pencils, dude. Pencils are the bomba. Check this out. Look at that. I don't even know what I would use this brush for, but it's cool as hell. You better believe it's cool as hell. Look at that brush. Look at this brush. Freaking cool, dude. So cool. Look at that. I mean, come on. It's so cool. It's free real estate. Well, hell, you just gonna get some brushes, you just gonna pick them on there like that, then you're gonna get a kneaded eraser. You can erase just like this, like a little smudgy eraser kind of thing like that. It's gonna take some getting used to, but it ain't so bad. It ain't too bad, you get used to it. We got smudge brushes. We got sketch brushes. We got soft brushes. I got a bunch of brushes up in here. You got all kinds of brushes. You got texture brushes. You gotta have all these brushes up in here. Oh wait, I didn't even show you the paint. Look at this right here, this paint you got right here. This real paint. It looks like real paint you put up in here. Look at that right there. It don't look like a real painting. I'll be damn. Look at that right there. Pretty cool, right? Let's see. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Like, what is this? Oh, this brush is cool. So this is like real paint. You can smudge dang there, but I reckon I'll download Krita. Right here, you got this right here, real paint. And it actually works blending. Look, you go up on in here. You go up on up in here. You got this pink up on here. You got this blue, and you smudge it right in over there, just like a real paint. Just like real paint, it smudged right up in there. Look, I want to put a green up in here. It smudged up just like real paint, like just like that. I'll be damned. And witchcraft, it ain't right. It's free. Okay. All right. Well, I believe that's about all for the arts, except for this cool piece that Brian sent. We're gonna show it. This is cool. Yeah, the depth is giving the paint. Yeah, dude, you try it out. Try it out. You'll like it. It's a good program. Yo, this is sick. Who's the artist? Who's the artist? This is the artist that Mr. Regular got. This is his character, and that's him. It's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. That's a cool redraw. I dig it. I dig it. You're such a bird. It suits you to be a bird, you know that? It's like a person who's a bird persona, I feel like is like very loud and like rambunctious, but also like a little awkward, you know, kind of quirky. Very particular person would be a bird. And that suits you very well. Yeah, good mohawk bird combo, yeah. Yeah, more sexy birds. You're oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna need a bird sona, dude. Are you a duck? Is that gonna be your sona? Are you gonna be a duck? Oh, Am, could you pause the ads for me? I think we're gonna get ads paused. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's sick. That's super cool. All right. Now we must do. The time has come.
The time has come!
On the box.
Bringing the box back.
How come I can't pause the ads on my own stream? I don't know why I can't do it. I'm a failure. Okay. Hey, Riggs! Nice to see you. What's up? All right, y'all. It's voting time. Well, get up on in here. It's voting time. Thank you so much. Everybody came out for this community art showcase. Wow, it was a blast. It was a blast. We gotta vote on the next showcase. All right, what are our options? What are we thinking? So far, we've got abstract trad art or another Pride Month theme. How do you feel? Should we redo the Pride theme as a possibility, or do you feel like we already did it? Do you think we should do it every June for Pride Month? Or what do you think? We already did the redraw, so we're not gonna do the redraw. We already did the redraw. No whammies, no whammies. Okay. Pride theme? We do have a lot of new folks since the last time we did Pride theme. I think was it last year? I think? Yeah, redoing themes is fine. We've already done a few themes 2 times. Okay. Okay. Weird cosmic horror theme. Oh, I like that idea. It's not coming for June though. Yeah, Fuse of Pride, Trad Prime, or Abstract Prime. Ooh, okay. I actually really like that.
Trad Prime. Trad Prime! Ow! It's me, Trad Prime.
Yeah, that way it's a little more non-traditional. It's not just like the the whole point is that I wanna push y'all outside of your comfort zone as artists. I wanna push you to use the Trad Prime as 2 cursor theme. Oh, you're right, that is pretty funny. Yeah, you're right, Trad Pride, because I didn't think of that like traditional, like, Trad wife. Trad wife, Trad Prime. Okay, you're right, that would be maybe misinterpreted the wrong way. Hey Brandon, howdy. Well, howdy, how you doing? Welcome on in. I want to encourage folks to take the themes and use them as a jumping off point to try something new and ambitious. But I really want to do a traditional art theme, but I don't know if like, call it Pride Trad Art. Do you think it's too limiting? Because you might not get many entries, because if you're making it, Trad art is already difficult. And like, folks who already have Trad art to submit might not be able to submit it if they have to redo it and make it fit in the Pride theme. Yeah. I'm painting a gay robot. That'd be perfect for Pride Month. I think we might just go with Pride theme again. What say you all in chat? Say I think we might just go for just Pride Month theme. Because like you can't not do Pride Month theme. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I also say I for Pride Month. And then I think let's do oh my neck. Oh, it felt good. Let's do let's do the next month. Well, Bear, I think that limits too much. I think let's make it general Pride Month theme, but for your piece, if you really want to do abstract art, I would encourage you to do abstract art for Pride Month. Submit, Bear, your personal one should be abstract. Try it. Yeah. All right, let's just do Pride Month. Let's do Pride Month theme. And then for the next following month, we'll try and squeeze in a traditional art theme. I really want a trad art theme. I want you guys to do more trad art. I want you to do pen and paper art, and I want it to be not on the computer. Shooting for June 16th, let's see. Yeah, that sounds good. That's right, smack dab in the middle of the month. Let's do June 16th. That is a Sunday, as we often do. Let's do June 16th. That sounds good. So this month isn't traditional art. Now, well, you can if you want it to be. Like, but I think it's gonna be Pride Month. We'll just do Pride art theme. So anything that under the rainbow, any kind of like, however you want to celebrate your personal identity, within the scope of Pride Month, let's just make that the art theme. I think that's a good idea. However, I don't want to see resubmissions from last year. I'll remember if I see resubmissions. So if you submitted last year, just make it a different piece. You can submit again, but make it a different piece.